I need to move back a little bit.
Now you look extra bigger than me because I'm leaned way back, so I look super tiny. This is like commentating with Andre the Giant.
Yeah. Are we live? No. Oh yeah. Well, welcome to everyone to Paradigm Grand Prix 2018. I'm Robin Palm. I'm Renegade.
I'm Brian Kazula, also known as Bathtub Leviathan, and we are also at a tournament inside of CooleyCon, which is a tabletop gaming tournament. So they were kind enough to let the Scrub Series guys host this event inside of it, and for our first run at things, I am thoroughly impressed.
It's pretty sweet. As you can see behind me, we have like an actual like arena here, which is it's a lot of space,
Yeah.
and that's great. So we're coming from La Crosse, Wisconsin. If you don't know where La Crosse is, it is on the west side of Wisconsin, along the Mississippi River. Yes, the Mississippi does get up here.
Yes, and well, it's called lacrosse because that's where you cross it.
Yes. So, I am from Milwaukee, so welcome to Wisconsin to everybody. And you are representing the.
Currently, the DeKalb area, home of Northern Illinois University. I am not a student there. I am just stuck there for the moment.
Yeah. So, well, we have this basically. We got this Super Turbo tournament going on. There's some great setups. We have a lot of equipment been provided by Paradise Arcade Shop. And we have our sort of super guns. We're basically using the CPS2 version of the game, as opposed to, say, the 30th anniversary collection or anything like that.
Yeah. Oh, one little thing. I want to do a little personal thing since we've got a little bit of time to go before people come up. I want to wish my mother a happy birthday. It was on
Ooh.
Thursday. I'm not a bad son. I did call her. We did communicate, but I wanted to wish her a happy birthday on stream just for that. And also, this is kind of the third anniversary of my dad's passing away. And I want to thank both my parents for indulging all my fun little hobbies like that and being very supportive. And so they've put up with all my goofy little things that I've decided to spend exorbitant amounts of money on. But they've just like, you know what, you got to enjoy life. So thank you, Mom and Dad. Love you both very much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Um,
I hope she was
shout-outs.
watching because I posted this on Facebook so she would see and watch just the beginning
What?
where I wished her a happy birthday.
Okay. Well, that's good. Good son over here.
Try to be.
I guess I would only just say hi, Karen. That's my wife.
Yes.
That's it.
She's a nice lady. I met her at least once or twice.
She definitely is a nice lady.
Yeah.
Anyway, she's definitely not watching though.
Oh no! I
No.
mean, it's fairly early. I
No,
would
no. I mean, even if it was late, this is my thing. Although she is really stoked for me. As part of as Brian mentioned earlier, this is a part of a tabletop gaming convention. And a part of here, there's a Settlers of Catan tournament that I also entered in, and I'm at the final table, which is at later on today. So I'm kind of stoked about that.
Very excited for you because like my family geeks out over very different things, but like Settlers of Catan is like the one thing that like all the nerdiest cousins and like the broiest cousins both really enjoy. And like I haven't played it personally, and they always get on my case for it. But I actually want to like send a link to this to my cousin Phil so that he can actually see that people run conventions for these things side by side.
Yeah.
Because he was one of like when we would grow up, like they would play. Of course, everybody would start off with Monopoly. Then you have things like Risk, where family members learn to strongly dislike one another. There was one other one that they used to play. Oh, Rail Baron. They loved Rail Baron.
I've never heard of that one.
Rail Baron is like, well, it's basically robbers and rail barons incarnate. It's a good old
Capitalism.
1860s. Yeah.
Anyway, so so as far as we're basically arranging the first several matches here, and gonna get started. Yeah, I mean, what are you looking forward to? I mean, both of us are actually also playing in the tournament, so we'll be cutting in and out, as the thing goes on. It's not exactly like combo breakers or anything like that as far as the number of entrants, but it doesn't have to be.
No, and this is a first-time event for them, and like the guys were nice enough to host ST, whereas like most of them are third strike players that are just like finally getting into ST because I've been poking and prodding them enough times on stream.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of unknown factors. There are some Midwest representatives that are fairly well known around and like could be decent. My rule for who I favor to win the tournament is anybody that can beat me consistently. And anyway, it doesn't like that's how I seed all my brackets. Is I start with me in the middle, and if I can beat you, you get put somewhere around me.
Hey,
and if you like you're up above.
I'm supposed to be the gatekeeper.
I'm
That's like my rule.
gonna be the gatekeeper for anybody that's new to the game,
Yeah.
I tend to have choke city
Yeah.
syndrome a
So
lot too.
like, I mean, even if it's in like an old game or almost any game, it's like if you can't beat me in it, you're probably not that great.
Well, and what I always tell people, because like you're not the biggest Third Strike fan,
Oh
but
no.
I'm like Robin's fundamentals are excellent, and he plays Chun Li like, and you play Chun Li and Boxer in this, and that's
Yeah.
just that those are like Boxer I can sometimes fight, but like sometimes I get overwhelmed by him. Like Honda does well in that matchup, whereas Chun Li I absolutely loathe that matchup. I think that is my personal most difficult matchup playing as Honda because I also
Yeah.
have Miguel from Chicago, and
It's a real tough match.
it's brutal because like her stand fierce just is right in that spot where any
Mhm.
of my jump-ins want to work. She can trip guard me with her sweep really well. Just the general firewall pressure, and she's just her throw range is disgusting. Her walk speed's gross.
She shouldn't be throwing you. Just saying.
I know she shouldn't be, but it
Anyway,
happens.
yeah. So like I mean, that particular matchup is really really rough for Honda because of like how fat and slow Chun-Li's slow fireball is.
Yes,
And then
because
just
if you try to do the jump neutral fierce steer, you just
yeah,
end up sitting on it most
the,
times.
yeah, that's one thing. And then as far as just her buttons are really really good.
Yeah.
So she can just kind of infinity stall.
Yeah.
But there is if you can get close
Yes.
and then kind of abuse the fact that I mean her reversals aren't that great. She
Yes.
does have to charge for them. So if you ever basically land,
Do
you
I
know,
want to give
cross
away
up,
my secret? Because I have my winning strategy when I get her in
no,
the
don't
corner.
save that stuff for nationals.
All right. Oh, so we actually have players queued up. So we have Matt, who is Foot Meets Skull. He is currently out of Madison by way
Yeah.
of Milwaukee. I've never seen him play anybody other than Ryu in any game whatsoever. So I'm
Wow.
gonna guess that he goes with Ryu in this scenario.
Sure.
And this other gentleman I just met earlier, I think his name is Kyle. I don't know his handle.
Oh,
We
it's
have
Atomic Dime Bag.
Atomic Dime Bag. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That now sets the quotient for what we're allowed to say on stream.
I think he's he must.
I knew it because no man with a ponytail that has atomic dime bag. Yeah, the man has a ponytail. Oh, we
You
have,
know what? He's probably from Canada. It's legal there.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair enough.
So yeah. So you wanted to go through. You were about to say. You were gonna say something.
Oh, I was just talking about Matt in general. Like solid Ryu player. I met him at Frosty Faustings back when he was still at Game Pazo. So these are much older days, probably like when HDR was still like a factor and stuff like that. But played him quite a few times over the years. He definitely solid player. He just recently had a long training session with our shot from Chicago.
Yeah.
Where they played like 1.5 million sets, I'm sure.
Yeah, first to 100.
Yeah.
All right, so Ryu versus Boxer. Just a very classic match. Oh, I think they're just button checking right
now,
here.
yeah. Kyle is a Atomic Dimebag is a pad player, and so there are a couple of with the undammed setups, a couple of the converters hadn't been updated yet.
Yeah.
So he wanted to confirm that his pad, because he's using a 360 converter off a PS4 pad, so he's just making sure everything does
Okay.
translate.
Well, shout outs to the undammed converters and the super guns to allow those pad inclined among us to compete in this old man game.
Yeah, I mean everybody gets their druthers because I know explicitly Jason Wilson down in Tennessee, he really prefers American sticks, and many people now prefer Japanese. But if you put it on a cab, you only get one or the other. You don't get to meet halfway, which is one of the joys of the Super Gun, is that you can play on quite literally anything.
Yeah. Those out there will, extol the virtues of a good old P360. So we are doing the Ryu versus Boxer matchup. This is basically a classic 6-4 for Boxer, but Ryu's got some things to go in. So just doing that good old sweep into fireball action right there.
One of the loveliest things about ST Ryu is having that cancelable sweep, chuck fireballs, and just adds that extra layer of safety to it and extra layer of pressure. If the sweep lands, you still get to throw that fireball for pressure. And Ryu's super is +5, so you basically get a whole free other string on it afterwards.
All right, this is Jeej. Oh, he didn't follow up that fireball right there. So basically, if you could throw a slow fireball and walk behind it, if Boxer does anything, you can usually punish the headbutt to get out of it.
Yeah.
Does the fierce headbutt to not hit him from round start there? Get sweep for trouble. That headbutt does whiff crouchers for the most part.
Yeah.
So the reason, ooh, he got a big old tap there. 5 that gives him a lot of super meter. He's got that meter super stocked.
Oh, I'm surprised. There we go.
There it is.
That was a foregone conclusion right there. Like, you know it was coming.
Yeah, so, I mean, to be honest, Boxer controls this match from the get-go because of how easily he can get through the fireballs with his headbutt and how quick he can cover space.
Yes.
But once he gets that meter, it becomes even worse for Ryu. Ryu cannot do anything.
Yeah, it nullifies the fireball game, and like most things become punishable because it has such incredible reach and incredible speed. It's one of the better chip supers in the game, if not the best chip super. Man, he's swinging for the fences with those, but I like it.
Yeah.
Because there's not a lot of Boxer players that are using tap as much as you think there would be. Like, it changes the way, especially if you're playing on a stick, it changes your style because you're having to hold down multiple buttons at the same time, and you're limiting your button presses.
I'm wondering if he has like some sort of I mean, when you're on a pad, it's really hard to hold 3 buttons on it. So if he's got 3 out of 5.
3 out of 5 the whole way, yes. So
So
we should make that known. We're going by, this is not a Tournament of Legends event, but we're going by that standard because that is kind of the new ST standard these days. It's a very fast game. It can have a lot of very, very quick round ends and very decisive blow-ups. That was actually a pretty solid match for both players. Right now, we've got 1 up.
All right, so good. So that's another thing that Ryu can do using the cross-up tattoos because Boxer's so tall.
Yes.
So Ryu takes that one, and I think he seems pretty comfortable in this matchup. A lot of Ryus would kind of like get that good spacing out and toss out the stand strong to kind of space him.
Yeah.
I think Atomic Dimebad's storing a big tap here.
Yes. That.
So we'll see if he decides to uncork it at any time.
Because he is only using kick buttons right now. Yes.
No, punch.
Oh, punch. Sorry.
Yeah, you have to store the big ones with the kicks because you need throw and headbutt to get out of trouble. So, I mean, it looked like he wasn't using his kick buttons, and I think that kind of cost him right there because he wasn't able to get in there.
That's one of the major hindrances of trying to charge the taps like that is that you really are foregoing a lot of really solid buttons for him.
Yeah, I think he just needs to get more aggressive.
Be that bully.
Yeah.
Be that Boxer bully. Especially like when he's getting in the corner, he's not quite applying the pressure. I think maybe he's a little spooked about DPs, but that was one of the first reversal DPs we've seen so far. And maybe partially because he hasn't been doing that rush down.
So he's just getting bullied here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a big opportunity, and he just kind of like leaves it sitting.
Yeah, there's a lot of food left on that plate. See, even he's not looking really confident in his jump-in button presses. Like he's not following up with solid strings, or like even to get even on block, do something safe to get the push back towards the corner.
Yeah, I mean, he's kind of as Boxer, you should basically be always chucking out some kind of special to build up that super meter, and he's kind of being very, very passive. Even if you're like go face first into a fireball, you should be like going blah blah blah, and he's not really doing that.
Exactly. Yeah.
As a matter of fact, Footman Skull is really kind of going nuts here, just like tossing everything out there. I mean, the fact that Ryu gained the super before Boxer did is kind of unheard of. And so
there's very few low rushes. There's very few straight rushes. Definitely the bully is in the wrong situation. I usually describe Boxer as a steamroller.
Yeah.
And that kind of steamroller had a fireball that time.
Yeah. So he takes that one in straight rounds, straight games.
Yep.
Despite the matchup disadvantage. That's the thing about Super Turbo is that there could be matchup disadvantages, but it's a high damage game. It's a really fast game.
Yeah.
So if you and because there's not a whole lot of options per character, so like knowing the matchup will really, really dominate, in a shorter set.
Yeah, especially with players you're unfamiliar with, and so I mean, if you play a certain Ryu style all the time and getting used to that, and then you get in that kind of level of comfort, and then having to place a Ryu that plays entirely differently, it totally changes your connotations with the matches, and the ability to adapt that's one of the reasons why the 3 out of 5 came into being, is because you have to be able to adapt very quickly, and to do that in a 2 out of 3 set is almost null and void, because you can get there's touch of death in this game, like fastest rounds I've seen end in 5 or 6 game seconds. It's absolutely.
I mean, you get a full jump in combo from the start, then they get a stun, and then you do another one and they're dead.
Yeah.
Cammy's pretty known for that.
Yeah. Dictator is one of the most explosive characters in that. Oh, so we have Ethan, one of our tournament organizers, going up. He has told me that he's trying to pick up Honda, and I've been told this was okay Sand Stream, and you believe it too. The scrubby white boy character.
Oh, it's true.
It absolutely is true. Like
Uh,
if you like really want to get away, it's like, no, it's great. I support this because I'm a Honda player myself. He beats half the cast handily. He loses to the other half, but like
Miserably.
yeah,
But he's pretty easy.
Yeah.
And, I mean, the thing is like, playing Honda just forces most characters in the game to completely change their game plan.
yes.
And that's
Rule number one of Ryu players always comes like, don't go in on Honda.
Yeah.
Don't pretend you don't have that overhead. That's why I actually encourage old Ryu play.
Yeah.
Are we going? It looks like we're
Oh,
going
okay.
straight into it.
All right. So this is a pretty tough match for Honda.
I'd say it's probably 8-2 in Guile's favor.
Yeah.
I have like one of the players I've noticed over the years. Atari has gotten extremely better at this matchup. Where I used to be able to take games off him, and then it just completely. Yeah. This is gonna cause. So with this matchup, there's a lot of bulldogging that Honda needs to do, and the problem is like every jumping you do is going to be met with a flash kick. Like
yeah. So the key is basically to jump over booms and jump in at distances where they don't know the correct anti-air for that particular
True.
situation.
It's almost like it's a pseudo safe jump where it's not a wake up kind of thing, but it's knowing the positioning to where they can't space it right.
Yeah, that is punishable as a very bad super.
It is indeed. Other than the fact that Blanca can get thrown out of his, I would say it was the worst super. But like when you've seen a Blanca get tossed out of his super, then you're like, okay, fine, that one's the absolute worst.
I've seen Honda win. So okay, he's going to mash legs. Is going to mash legs.
Yes. He is a Chun player in third strike as well. But this is just a much better move. He's getting a little bullied here.
Yeah.
I think he's just not accustomed to the fireball speeds with her quite yet. He's fairly new to Super Turbo, so. It's kind of learning the buttons there, and that's where the bully comes in.
All right. There you go.
That's the knife hand.
That's the
stabby,
juice.
Stabby.
That is the juice. Stand strong all day.
Yep.
That throw does like 26% damage.
Isn't it like as good as a jab SPD?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It's bugged. It does. It's probably the most damaging normal throw in the game, and it actually does more damage than her fierce one.
Yes.
So for some reason. They're different.
Yeah, it's kind of like with a boxer where his strong throw has got better range than his fierce throw. That just doesn't make any sense, but it somehow happened in programming.
So he jumps in against the crouching Guile. That's usually a mistake.
Yeah.
You really got to, you do have to bulldog in this one and just kind of, advance forward and block as much as you can. And maybe like either trade.
And I will say, I do like Shia's like use of the hop kick to get those little inch forward. He looks very confident. Oh,
the back fist.
I love that combo. It's so satisfying when you get that. I just absolutely. I mean, the back fist in general is just one of my favorite moves in the game because like it's very strategic when you get to use it, but it's just such a great payoff when you hear that whap.
Yeah, I like the fork fierce. That is my combo of choice. The jump fierce, close fierce, sonic boom, back fist.
Oh, that is the stylish one that I don't land consistently enough.
All right.
I'm usually jump fierce, crouch strong, flash kick. It's good enough for me.
All right, that was a quick match.
I think he's a little bit spooked. I think he doesn't know whether to start fighting the fireballs, but he doesn't have anti-airs prepared either.
Yeah.
So Guile's kind of coming in with impunity, like as in right there. And jump light kick is
that was he missed that combo there.
Yep.
That jump light kick. He's just basically run into a super turbo player that knows what they're doing.
Yep, indeed.
So the handshakes are given. That is another 3-0.
And I will say Ethan is very new to the game. They've just started picking it up, like kind of when they were deciding to do this tournament. But those guys, they've made a ton of progress in Third Strike in the year I've been watching them, and I definitely think they'll be able to do it in Super Turbo as well.
He's picking the right characters, though.
Yes.
As I like to say, Super Turbo has what I like to call the Scrub 4. 4 characters that, if you are mildly competent at fighting games and you practice for maybe 2 weeks, you could actually probably do some damage in a typical tournament.
I told him I could explain how to play Honda in like 15 minutes.
Yeah. So the Scrub 4 is Honda.
Agree.
Boxer.
Agree.
Chun-Li.
Agree.
Claw.
Agree.
These characters give you far more power than should be in the hands of a new player.
And not even all for the same reason. Some of it is just incredible normals. Some of them are some of the most ridiculous shenanigans in the game. In the case of Claw and Honda's Story Oicho, that is definitely one of the
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, like that is just one of the most nonsense things ever. A command grab that you can store, that you can just release with a hit of a button,
Hmm.
no whiff animation, instant startup, has double the stun of most things in the game.
Yeah. So what you might want to say, you're like, wait, Robin, you named like 3 basically top tier characters, and then you named Honda, and then you said they're like scrubby and easy to win with.
And I know the reason, but
Well,
we need to explain that
we
one.
need to explain it. So, like, yes, Honda has some of the hardest counter matches in the game. And then, in order to win those matches against the Shotos and stuff like that, the Honda player has to play their butts off. And that's definitely not Scrubby.
And you pretty much get one shot, and if you
Yeah.
blow that shot,
It's the opposite of Scrubby. It is almost masochistic in order to be able to main Honda against his counter matches. However, against all of his matches that are not counter matches, or against sort of pseudo new players or whatever, Honda will steamroll them.
Oh,
Because
absolutely.
it's just newer players will try to jump on him. That's a bad idea. Newer players will try to get close to him. That's a bad idea. And newer players cannot reversal very well. So
or they pick bad spots to throw fireballs, and
Yeah.
then the game starts. So Chris at Wendy normally has a booth set up to
Mhm.
demonstrate, and if he sees me walking by when I'm coming in and out of the venue, he'll be like, Brian, give this guy the full Honda. And I kid you not, I think 4 out of 5 times I've double perfected
Yeah.
the new player, and and then I'm like, this is ST. It gets better from here. You just it takes a while to learn.
Yeah.
And it's like I'm like, and I'll usually have them pick Ryu or Old Sagat or any one of those characters, and even Ryu just on the basic fundamentals. It's just like you have to know about, and like so much of this game is true spacing,
Mhm.
choice of buttons, true spacing, knowing when to throw a fireball, and just having that presence
Yeah.
of mind.
So when I talk about like this concept, the scrub four, as it were, it's not necessarily that those players are scrubby or anything like that. It's just a matter those characters allow you to punch above your weight a little bit.
Yeah, I mean the effort versus reward to learn like the fundamental gameplay of the character
Hmm.
is much easier to pick up on.
And then some of you guys out there may be like, Robin, what about Holt Sagat? All he does is target. And I have to tell you, like in a game like this, and in general, learning how to properly throw fireballs and space fireballs and create patterns that people cannot sort of guess is one of the hardest things to do in fighting games.
One of my favorite things is when people try to counterpick my Honda with Old Sagat, thinking that it's win button.
Oh
and
no, that's actually one of Honda's better matchups.
Yeah, I believe it because like he can catch his hands, and and people that don't play the character don't know things like you cannot throw a low tiger shot at Honda if he's got a charge unless he's waking up. You can headbutt full screen across him. There are some rare instances where you'll hit and then like he's able to launch another fireball and hit you on the bounce up, but that's a pretty a pretty rare set of circumstances. It doesn't happen incredibly often, but like catching their hands and then just getting on top of them, and like his DP is not incredibly good.
No.
And just having that wherewithal with those big limbs sticking out there.
And that was the other thing about how Sagat is hard in this game is because his DP isn't very good. It's
Very shallow and steep.
it's very shallow, and then he has a hurt box on his head.
Yeah.
So like unless you basically do like from the grave John Choi deep uppercuts, you're gonna trade or even just straight up get stuffed. Like
Yes.
like a character like Chun-Li, who that's a counter match. Like Old Sagat counters Chun-Li, but if you're not very good at doing your dragon punches, you're just gonna get stuffed, and she's gonna walk all over you, and then you don't have throw tech, so you're just gonna get murdered.
Yeah.
That's why Old Sagat is hard. I mean, it's very small stuff, but you need a lot of practice in order to do it. So we're gonna get another matchup right here. We have Big Bad Wolf, Minnesota,
Yes.
or mini
Minnesota.
Minnesota. Yeah.
He is from
Versus-
Minneapolis, but he is Minnesota.
Brr.
And Beep Beep Man.
Beep beep. Meep, meep. Who's got the keys to my Jeep? Vroom.
All right, so they're settling. I don't know if they're going to do a button check or not. Ruben, I've played in this game. I thought he was going to go DJ. It's a smart choice. Like, people constantly talking about him being, like, secret top tier. I'm like, I don't know if anybody ever didn't know that character was good.
Yeah.
He's kind of like, I always call him Super Guile.
Yeah, he is.
He's a jack of all trades, master of most.
Yeah.
And he has his own touch of death combos.
Yeah.
He has one of the best fireballs because, like, the height of it makes it very interesting to where you can't get over it as easily. I love his stand roundhouse as a button. His crouch strong, his crouch fierce are immaculate buttons.
So I would say, I mean, yes, he does have a pretty good fireball, but like for it to be a charge, it is actually not that much. Like it's only marginally better than Sagat's as far as recovery and startup
As
and
far
all
as
that.
new Sagats you refer to.
No, old Sagat's.
As old Sagat?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
DJ's Fireballs, as far as like frame data and stuff like that, is only marginally better than old Sagat's, and he has to charge for it. So as far as
I do feel like, yeah, like when I play him at a further set distance than I would a Shoto or a Guile.
Yeah,
Like, you have to, you respect that space a little bit more.
Guile's booms are infinitely better. Anyway, so we're going right into it. We're doing a Chun-Li versus DJ match. You know what? I don't necessarily know who wins this one off the top of my head. We can see. I mean, my strategy with Chun would be to bully and throw and stuff, but we'll see how this goes.
I mean, right now, Ruben's being incredibly aggressive. Like, he did not throw a single fireball.
Yeah.
And, like, he's really enjoying that idea, that touch of death. So let's see how the Chun player reacts to it. So beep, beep, man.
Yeah.
Tune up your horn and let's see what you get going. And there's an anti-air.
Yeah, jab, jab, sweet.
Oh, he was a little early. I don't know if he was maybe going for the down forward heavy kick shenanigans. Yeah, he's not respecting it. I think they're both trying to maul each other.
Yeah, this is an amateur boxing match.
Yeah, slobber knocker.
Yeah.
A good old-fashioned slobber knocker.
Yeah, they're just like kind of going in there. I mean, neither of them throwing a fireball.
No,
Yeah.
and I think that's what need to establish that space. Like
Yeah.
you need to as Chun-Li, like that would be the first thing I would do. Oh, now we're going to the claw. I think DJ fights claw okay.
That's fine. As far as overall characters that handle claw, this one is fine. So we'll see.
And that's right where you want. Like he's mauling him. He's hitting like these up kicks are getting really greedy though. But
Yeah.
Claw doesn't have any real. Like he has one real combo and it's very situational. Wow. I think I would like to see Beep Beep Man.
He's just trying to
lay back a little bit more, poke a little bit more, use that stand strong, stand fierce, like get some buttons out there.
Or a wall dive.
Or a wall dive. Well,
any wall dive.
I always encourage making sure you get that that sweep now. That should be a wall dive right there.
No, well, I mean, you at least gotta like test the water to see what they do.
How they react to it, because
like that.
Oh no, just keep going.
Yeah.
That just you start the Hue balls as James Channel is to say.
All right, he's gonna take this one.
There you go.
I mean, that is the power of claw.
It is. I mean, he's got some green aura. Like I said, he's not a combo character, and that's one of the other reasons why he gets into that tier that you're talking about. Is that you don't have to learn combos. Your execution basically has to learn flip kick reversals, which he's not respecting right now. And I think if you were just blocking a little bit more and using the flip kick reversals, he'd have a much better time.
He missed the off the wall there, the wall dive.
Yep.
Just does the super out of
nothing. I opened to catch a limb, I think.
Yeah, from way downtown, bang.
I mean, like, Stand Fierce will lose to it, and like that's a button that he seemed to be discovering.
Yeah. So he did a fair chunk better with Claw than with Chun. Both matchups that are pretty even. But it's just knowing what to do.
Yeah. All right, this is looking more normal now.
Yeah, you can slide under the booms. Oh, he's just kind of jumping in. He's not anti-airing.
No, and this flip kick is actually quite a good anti-air move.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't jump in on it.
And then you get a juggle point on it.
Yeah, he's just crossing up all day.
Yeah. And that's one of the things about you need to establish that space with Claw. But I mean, he has that get off him opportunity. He's not using the tool that he needs to be using in that scenario. So even right now, this would be like a good time to start wall dives there. That was it.
Yeah, off the slide and off of double flip kick.
Yeah.
Do
it again.
Great times to do the wall dive.
Yep. He's definitely taking more respect and blocking things more, which is good.
Yeah.
People tend to favor that backflip, but throws an ST, they'll save you. So yeah.
So you may or may not know, throws are all one frame in ST, and they're done with one button. So if you get them, they can actually be used as reversals.
Yes.
And
some characters, it's basically their only reversal in many situations.
And if your character is not in throw range or invincible to throws for some reason, that your opponent, you'll get whatever button you get as an option select.
Yeah.
So, and most characters can activate throws with multiple buttons.
Yes. DJ, I think, has 4 buttons that he can use.
Yeah.
Claw only has 2, I believe.
Yeah, he doesn't have a kick throw, so
Yeah.
it's just strong and fierce. And also for people at home, I use the old nomenclature, so jab, strong, fierce, short forward, roundhouse. Those are the buttons.
I sometimes drift interchangeably depending on who I'm talking to. So now, like, if we need to clarify, we will definitely try to do so. But see,
All right.
this is looking much more traditional. That was
Yeah.
a great up kick right there. See, but Ruben's going in very hard. Like, that's a part of, like, one of those times where I would be sticking to low pressure trying to go in for the throws, because throw damage being as good as it is and keeping Claw in that lockdown, I'd want to smother that character. And now he's got open ground to play in again, and that totally changed it.
So what?
Oh, he was late. I think he did roundhouse up kicks both times there. If he did strong and waited a little bit, it would have gone the other way.
Yeah. So I mean, what he was doing is just like, so he's conditioned whenever he gets gets the up kicks to go for the cross up. But at that time he did it in the corner. Anyway, so this one seems pretty even. You know, Beat Man kind of sticking to the ground game. Close.
There we go. That's what I like to see.
Oh man, see, no wall dive. No.
You gotta take advantage of the shenanigans.
Yeah,
like, that's why that character.
When you do the flip kick, I mean, you have to set up the wall dive or something.
And I mean, the ABCs of playing charge characters in Third Strike, always be charging.
No.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It is a natural reflex, because like, you don't have a lot of time. Like, the game runs so quickly that you don't have a lot of time. You're not setting up a charge in the middle of a combo. It's basically there. You're already back to down back or whatever you need to do to get your charge going. And so, yeah, if you're not, like, if you don't think that double flip kick's going to kill, you should be charging for definitely a wall dive and just lather, rinse, repeat until that's done.
If you actually land a flip kick as big, I mean, there's no reason not to wall dive there.
Yeah.
I mean, you're basically leaving damage on the table.
Yeah, you're handicapping yourself in that.
Almost no characters actually have good answers for a meaty wall dive on wake
No,
up.
I mean, it's one of the most difficult things to escape, and that's why I always try to encourage people to get that proper knockdown first, because a lot of times people will test it against me and do like wall dives raw. And I'm like, I know, like, if you come in at this angle, I'm going to use this button. If you come in deep, if you come in shallow, if you come in kind of raw, I'm like, I can jab headbutt you. I can meet you in the air with jump jab. I can do jump back fierce. Like,
I like jump strong with Honda.
I do if they go really high, like if they're like super off screen, that's usually the one to hit them right when I'm above their head. Like if I'm going to meet them like straight on, because jump strong's hitbox is very, very like above Honda's head.
Yeah.
Whereas jump jab, and it's incredibly active. So that's one of the reasons it puts that wall out. Jump back fierce is great when you can get it, because if you get that screen shift, and so like you kind of steal a little bit of their room in there, then you can be able to like give them a swipe.
All right. Shout out to Toshin. What's up?
Oh,
chat room.
You got chat buddies?
I got chat buddies.
So I know Kenny, and I never know how to pronounce his actual handle. It's Zagrand? Zagrand with a K? We don't have it. Oh, there you go. It's a XA Grand K.
Zag.
Yeah,
and then the his opponent is Jerry Jim Blank.
Jimmy Glint.
So is Blanca versus Chun Li.
Kenny has a lot of experience in this matchup. Kenny also gets my goat sometimes in a matchup that he should not win.
Yeah.
He plays Miguel from Chicago all the time, so he has a lot of Chun experience. We'll see what he gets started with.
This is still a really tough matchup, though. I mean, I mean, if Chun actually can anti-air Blanca's jump short, and then establish the fireball zoning game,
yes.
I think this becomes a real tough match for Blanca.
Doing a pretty nice job now. I don't necessarily like that spinning bird kick.
Either of them. I'm not sure what he's trying to do there. But here's the juice right here.
This is how I die.
Yeah, this is
chomp 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 chomp. Snacks.
Blanca, not the head bite.
That is literally. Whoa.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that really frustrates me, because it's one of those moves that also you for anybody that doesn't know, when you have multi-hitting throws like the Blanca bite, the Geef grabs that have the multi throws, Honda's bear hug, those can be mashed into and out of for more or less damage. So you can mash as the active player on the throw to get more damage and more reps of it, and then you counter mash as the opposite player. So there comes a point like when you're getting those chomps in or those headbutts in that you want to like match as fast as you can, and then like now you got to rethink your game plan. Do you want to start maintaining charge? Because you're mashing with both the stick and the buttons, so you have to kind of reset yourself at some point or another.
And that took the whole round.
Yeah, that was a long explanation.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
A lot of people don't understand that, and like, well, especially because in newer games you don't have that mash out of throws so much.
No.
And so that it makes a big difference because people will sit there and I'm like, no, 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 you gotta go. And I usually do like one quick 1, 2, 3, 4. But
yeah.
I'm like I said, Kenny does have experience in the matchup, but I don't think like the only thing I thought could have used a lot of work was the random spinning bird kicks. Like that move in general is not very good in this game.
It's actually good if you're old Chun. It becomes a reversal, but
Yes.
A very, very slow one, but very invincible. All right, so but I do like the sort of kind of run around, toss fireballs. Blanca has a hard time anti-airing her, so if she's just in the air hitting jump short or jump forward, it's he got that one though.
He got that one.
It gives him a lot of problems.
Uh-oh, now he's starting his own little pogo shenanigans.
Yeah, yeah. This is it's not like this.
Yeah,
not like this.
And that move, like, very seldomly, if not ever, crosses up. Like, you just supposed to block it normal. You kind of got to sit there and eat it until the Chun-Li gets tired of it for the most part, or...
Well, sometimes it actually, it hits, sometimes it can hit low.
Yes, like if it hits, like, deep enough on... Yeah.
So, going in with the head bite here, he's controlling this one. He's doing a lot more to kind of get this going.
That was nice put on the brakes, Fireball.
Yeah, I don't like the balls, though. All right. Yep.
He hasn't been, up ball. Oh, the one time the spinning bird kick works really good. Is to get
no, he's gotten a 2 out of 3. All right, the Chun-Li can take this one after being like mauled for a little while. Super, getting a little chip. Oh, see that jump forward.
Is Kenny going to go for it?
Oh,
no, wow. Just pogo in there with a jump leg kick.
Yeah.
I'm kind of surprised he didn't try to rev up the super and bait something in, but.
Yeah. So, lots of strong there.
Yeah, that was going to be one more hit like that, and that was going to be stunned.
Yeah. So, I mean, you notice, I mean, just Chun-Li's air superiority here.
Oh, yes.
Getting the bite.
This is where it gets started, though.
Yeah, because so her reversal can actually lose to that jump short a lot.
Yes.
So basically, then she has to block high. Then she has no reversal to stop the head bite. It does mash outright.
It causes especially if you're not accustomed to being in it, it causes a very strong state of panic.
Yep.
Because like all your tools are being taken away from you, and then you're still having to actively defend against this.
All right. So we're going into game 3. So I do want to, like, welcome you all down to Paradigm City.
Oh, where the Blancas are green and the Chun-Lis are pretty.
That's right. So we're going into match 3, Chun-Li versus Blanca.
I like that you remembered that because we didn't rehearse this beforehand, but it just came up naturally. And then we actually got that match, though.
Yeah, we got the match. All right, so So Chun-Li's actually dominating this particular match.
One of the things I don't necessarily like that she's doing is that she's walking herself a little too far back, where she's not able to keep that great anti-air range.
Yeah.
And that's you kind of want that little bit extra from round start, so where you can do that. So now she's put herself in the corner.
Yeah.
And
there you go. So that throw.
Yeah, but then.
So one of the things though is like. I would say that the Chun-Li's best anti-air in this game is just to be in the air with that move right there.
Yo, the Great Wall of China?
Yeah, basically.
Jump leg kick and jump neutral leg kick I refer to as the Great Wall of China because those moves have incredible hitboxes, are incredibly active.
Yeah, oh, nice.
Ooh, and there you go.
So, he's going for it.
Oh, that was...
Yeah, that's really tough. Like, when it's high like that, it's pretty easy to block.
Yes.
When
they get those deep ones, that might be one of those situations where it can hit low, and it's very hard to, like, rehearse against kind of thing.
Blanca gets the scoop anti-air there. That's pretty good. So, also this strategy right now that the Chun player is doing, it's actually what she does against Zangief as well. Although with a stand forward anti-air, which did not come out there.
Yeah.
He's only got a couple of seconds. He wants to get that throw. That throw is going to kill right now if he gets it.
Oh, absolutely. There it is.
Got it. Yeah.
Well, and as we know in ST, or if you don't, you cannot tech a throw that will kill you because of how the game calculates damage.
Yeah.
Is it reads the damage first, but then checks for the tech.
It basically, throw tech in this game is like a mail-in rebate.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's
Except you'll actually do it.
Yeah. Yeah, it actually happens. Like, you pay for it, you pay full price, you mail in the rebate by doing the tech thing, and they're like, okay, here's your damage back.
Yeah.
So.
Well, we got one on the board for Jerry Glint.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's getting the hang of it. See that the up kick's got stuff there.
And in general, like the like the matchups haven't been super lopsided. Like there's a
No.
great amount of control, but then it's just like it kind of falls apart. Like getting too aggressive, like or backing yourself too far in the corner, and then like a lot of that damage can go away.
Oh, why do you go
Oh.
forward?
And
See, that's where you don't want to be.
yeah, exactly. And that's I mean,
It took him a little bit in that round to start setting up what I like to call the holding pattern. Of, you throw the fireball for cover, and then you do. Ooh, nice head stomp there.
yeah.
And then you do the jump forward. Although Kenny is, getting a little bit better at doing the anti-air. All
Yeah,
right.
I mean he got a nice standing
3
round.
throws in that round.
Yeah, and that will do just such a grip.
It's always tough. By the way, there's nothing more than infuriating than losing to a Stand Strong Chun-Li. It's
I
horrific.
know the feeling well.
All right, so he's going for the net breaker. Ooh, reversal
Up-all
attack.
reversals? Yep.
Yeah. So that is not an invincible reversal, but it does hit on the first frame.
Yes.
So it will trade with anything.
Yes, because it's not as good as it was in hyper fighting.
Yeah.
Hyper fighting, it was just completely ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was the same thing in hyper fighting where it started off instantly, but it had the sort of up arc. It goes up and then comes down. I constantly say that we need to bust out Anniversary Edition or Hyper Edition, and then just ban a lot of the characters, but only to bring in like Hyper Fighting Blanca and Hyper Fighting Zangief back.
Oh, just get to like the supreme versions of the character.
Yeah, because I think I mean no respect to Kenny, he's rocking, he's doing real good. Blanca's garbage.
Oh
in
yeah,
this game.
he's a terrible character. And I think Kenny actually did start playing more like competitively and seriously with hyper fighting.
Yeah.
Like so, I think that might be one of the reasons why he's just stuck with the character out of familiarity with matchups and stuff. But like the character changed drastically in different iterations of the game.
So basically, in hyper fighting, Blanca was really good, and also like he was. I mean, I would say he was probably really scrubby. Like, he was just really easy to kind of, up ball was hard to stop for scrubby characters. And if you know anything about Capcom, you do know that they nerf things that are powerful in the hands of moderate to low players a lot.
Oh yeah, we're big fans of that.
Yeah, so, RAP, MVC3 Sentinel. So they basically took that up ball and then they split it into 2 moves. They gave him the actual up ball that does the kick at the end, so it's more that basically then becomes more like just a DP.
Yeah, because you have to deal with that recovery.
And then they gave him the spring ball,
the rainbow ball,
the rainbow ball. So where he hops back a little bit and then kind of goes over. And this was supposed to be his anti-fireball option because that's the up ball in hyper fighting did both of those things.
Yes.
It went over fireballs and it went up to anti-air. So people were like, okay, that was too good. So they gave him the spring ball, which is the slowest, crappiest thing ever. All right, so we got a new match here. We got
BAB Yi Kwang Soo.
Yep, versus Buckwheat.
Buckwheat, one of my favorite newer ST players. Really loves Vampire Savior, but I've been coaching him on how to play Ryu since he decided he loved the game. He's also one of the guys that if you order from Paradise Arcade, fills your orders.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he's helped me out on many occasions with technical things. We bounce ideas off each other for sorting out super gun issues that we're having. So he's a really nice guy overall. If you see him, you'll definitely recognize him because of the push broom mustache. But he's an absolute sweetheart. Stop by the Paradise booth at any event that you go to and say what's up.
Other sponsors of our of our tournament in general and Super Turbo. Shout outs to Quambo and Gaming Generations. And then as well, Super Turbo in general is LAX Print.
Which, as somebody that has worked, I think we're going right into it. We'll get to LAX Print in between rounds real quick.
All right.
Ooh, that was one of those odd exchanges where the fireball startup completely passes through and no hitboxes there. That was a little too point blank. I'm guessing that might have been a missed DP input.
Yeah.
All right, there you go. Just this is where you want to be. He went a little too hard, a little too far.
Yeah.
You don't want to be in that low forward range against Cammy because that is a very nice poke for her. He was just a little too close.
Ooh.
Good string. See, I don't like him giving up that space.
Yeah.
He should have just kept working with fireballs. See, he's getting a little bit too aggressive here. He's a little too fond of the jump tatsus. I want to see him just take that corner place and own it.
Yeah.
Just walk her down. Good.
All right. So
There you go. Walk forward.
yeah, This is a real rough match for Cammy, as
Which
most
one
matches.
isn't?
Yeah, as most matches are. But at least like at this one, where you have hope because there can be a bad fireball like that one, but
Yeah.
did not punish nearly as hard as you could.
Not the right jump in for that
Yeah.
scenario. Oh, and now just keep. Oh, no reason to go in. No,
Yeah.
and that wrong jump in again. That could have been
Yeah.
a severe punish. That could have been possibly into stun.
Yeah. So, yeah, Buckwheat takes game one there, and I would like to have seen a little bit more hooligan. Would like to have seen probably some more throws there out of Cammy.
She does have rather nice walk speed. She can get in there for
Yeah.
the throws, especially if Ryu gets in too close in certain situations. It's nice to be able to get those throws back into the corner and be able to start your own pressure.
Yeah, he's just getting mauled here. Another thing about Cammy is that she's got a lot of horizontal range on her cannon spike.
Yeah.
So if you kind of get in that, like probably round start, you could cannon spike.
And get the tip where it's just pretty
Yeah.
safe. Yeah.
Yeah, and it'll go through
That's
the
a great
fireball
throw.
and beat it. No, he's doing that. Oh, he didn't
The
wanna
whirly
do it.
bird.
Yeah,
He's very fond of air tatsus.
yeah. Although, I mean, I don't really think you need him against Cammy.
No, I mean, I don't think there's
Oh.
anything that you could try to meet her in the air with where
Uh-huh.
Jump Strong would not cover the same thing and also earn you some ground coverage and possibly juggle into super.
Yeah. So,
Buckwheat is, I mean, seems very much in control right now. Oh, now we got a Ryu counter pick.
yeah.
And so now I'm conflicted because this is my normal Ryu color
Right.
choice
Right.
versus my alma mater's colors. So,
It's not a counter pick. It's a mirror match.
oh yeah, I'm sorry. Counter choice, I should say.
He changed his character.
Yes.
All right, so I mean it's not necessarily paying dividends right now, but we'll see. The Ryu mirror is probably the classic, one of the best mirrors.
Indeed.
This one as well as the Sagat mirror.
I really enjoy Geef mirrors because the match becomes entirely about footsies then.
Oh yeah,
That's one of the reasons why I absolutely love it. I think, and then
Yeah.
there's the terrible degradation ones with just Honda and Blanca.
yeah, it's just bad.
It's just a mess.
Yeah. So Buckwheat takes round one there. He's one away from taking the set. I don't know what that probably a missed input there for the overhead.
Ooh,
the
that was a
DP.
very nice DP. Jab DP.
Oh, it didn't
Just right.
finish his plate there. All right. Ikwansu with a little bit of a lead. Now he's got super. Oh,
Oh,
he
and
missed
that's
the
it.
DP.
And
And that is the
finishes his
SF2 combo. 1, 2, 3.
The absolute classic.
Yeah, so and he takes that one 3-0. We got some love for the Honda stage right here.
Oh, it's great because it's one of the slower stages, which is great unless you're Honda against Ryu, because then
Yeah.
Ryu gets total dominance.
So because this game is old and because old games are random and weird, stages in this game actually play faster or slower. Honda is one of the slowest because of the graphics on the pool.
Yes.
And one of the fastest is
Geefs is very fast.
Geefs,
Claws is very
Claws,
fast.
Yeah, and also the stages are various lengths. I do.
Claws is also the shortest.
Yeah, and then Blanca's is the longest.
Yeah.
I think.
I believe you're right.
So, but we should always just play on the tarmac because the most neutral like tournament stages. I mean, if you want to. I mean, it's not very noticeable.
We're going to do an ad break real quick.
Ad break.
So we can properly address our lovely sponsors.
Thank- right, we're back. Thank you for our lovely sponsors there from Kwamba. We're doing a button check, but on right now we are doing the 29th Guardian versus maybe me.
29th Guardian, also I believe formerly known as Hagosha.
Yeah.
That's how I always knew him
Uh-huh.
beforehand.
Oh wow! I mean, I think we should get the couch for our commentators over here. Just saying.
I would say, yeah. These chairs aren't too shabby.
No, we got. I mean, this. I mean, you guys can just peek a little bit of it. This venue is amazing, and I mean, if like somehow we could get hundreds and hundreds of people out to lacrosse, Wisconsin, this place would be amazing. It is amazing.
And it's an event that, like, right now, like, I can only see it growing from here. So,
Yeah.
like, you really should make an effort to come to 2019.
Yeah, and I mean, and they got lots of great sponsorships, and like the nearby community is great. But we're going to the match here, Old Ryu versus Zangief. Now, this is actually a match that Zangief doesn't mind. You know, just Ryu in general, because he can get into a range where he can jump in empty, and Ryu's Dragon Punch will whiff. Ooh, the combos. Ryu's Dragon Punch will whiff, but if he does the Superman, it'll hit him.
Yes.
So, and also he can do empty jump SPD from that range too. So, he's just got a lot of different tools in order to fight Ryu, as opposed to, you know, Ken, who's got the wider Dragon Punch, yada, yada, yada.
And having the ability with Lariat to be able to spin through fireballs, like, especially the way the movement with Maybe Me is going right now.
Yeah.
He's bobbing and weaving at very nice ranges. He's not getting himself sucked into sweeps.
Yeah. So, I mean, you can always tell what Begeef's worth his salt by what normal buttons he's using. Like, if he's using, like, a lot of, like, some stand forward and some sweep and stuff like that, you're like, okay, this Geef knows what he's doing.
Oh, yeah.
Those are really strong normals for him.
Ooh, the anti-air chop.
I love the anti-air jab. I don't have the intestinal fortitude to play Geef in this game. It's really, really hard. Just because you're constantly fighting an uphill battle against everybody, and then when you get that one opportunity,
And if you choke.
don't mess it up. Don't choke. All right, maybe me, after that first strong round, is running a little bit behind in this one. See if he can make something happen. He's got super going.
Indeed he does.
That will kill if he gets it. Oh, does not.
I mean, I definitely understand 29th Guardian going with Old Ryu here, because for me, I do that in these kinds of matchups because it removes the temptation of trying to go in and overhead somebody. And it's
Why? I don't understand. Yeah, like, you guys need to play more old games then, like, because just like...
Because people want to do cute things,
Yeah,
and like it's bad decisions.
Yeah, this is not a game about like too much cuteness. It's about, like, you know, being effective.
And he also gets the bonus of the unblockable air Tatsu. And I think, honestly, it's the easiest character to do on is Geef. See, he's trying for it right now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a 50-50 unblockable, only with old Shotos. And honestly, it's the easiest character to do it on.
Yeah, but if you don't get it, aren't you sacrifice, like, you might eat an SPD?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not worth it. Don't do cute stuff, ladies and gentlemen. That
Very nice jump back roundhouse.
Yeah, that jump back roundhouse, the hitbox for Old Review is much better than the one for
Bigger
New Review.
and lower.
Yeah, it's that good old fat neck kick, as we used to call it way back in the day.
Before my time, I never heard that term.
Yeah, it was before cross-up. It was called the neck kick. Ooh.
Oh, excellent SPD.
That is how you punish reversal attempts. So. Oh, here we go.
Okay, still going. Oh, and one chomp of the bite.
Noms. I don't think that's allowed in wrestling.
No, but it happened in boxing.
Yeah.
Tyson Holyfield.
Yeah. All right. So Zangief holding his own. Oh, manages to get the glove, but doesn't get the SPD after it. You need to kind of range that just right in order to be able to punish that. All right, gets the glove there.
He's really just doing an excellent job of moving in without overcommitting. Like, he's been hit by very few sweeps, like steering him back just enough, and like, ooh.
To be honest, like, he's probably like, I don't know why he's doing hurricane kicks. That's just bad.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, you wanted to get the bait it. Oh, it was real tough there. If he was able to punish that missed Dragon Punch a little bit harder, he would have taken that one, obviously. But now he's staring at a 2-0 hole and see if he can make this come back.
Yeah. And I mean, this is where, like you said, like the fortitude of playing Geef to really commit to this character, because he's been playing well. It's just a couple of missed opportunities, and like those are the only couple he's gonna have.
Yeah, this is not. I mean, this is not a bad match. He just needs to kind of, footsie a little bit better. He like those Ryu's just like whiffing sweeps there, so his spacing isn't that great. So you need to kind of take advantage of that. I still don't understand why he's doing so many hurricane kicks.
That is, and not even like, none of them are jumping like air tatsus. A lot of them are just flat out, and I mean they're landing, which I think is encouraging to do it more. Yeah, so that.
Especially with, he needed to just do the stand short there. That's another thing. I think his wake-up game is a little lacking. He needs to pressure him, because yet 29th Guardian hasn't really done many reversals.
No, that's true. And yeah, I like Geef standing short is a really excellent button for putting him in great tick setups.
All right. Oh, that was a good punish right there. Oh, the lariat. Oh, that was ooh. So not the toss.
Throws.
The splash. Oh, that could have been game.
That should have been
doing
game. This time that jumping a little bit, didn't really get anything out until too late.
All right. Now this is weird for me to say of a Zangief player, but like he needs to SPD more. Like, yeah, he's always going for the safe, like trying to worry about the reversal.
I mean, spin to win.
Yeah, 29th Guardian hasn't actually successfully reversal. See, there's another one.
Yeah. In range, got the ability. I mean, I played him earlier. I know he has the ability to do it.
Yeah. Also, Geef has one of the very few safe normals to tick. On his last life now. Oh, he needed to wait it a little bit more in order to get that SPD. He's going to the loser's bracket. And I am going to the stage, apparently, because I am up.
Oh.
So, and we're going to tag in Ruben.
All right.
All right, and then don't make fun of me too much. I hope I don't suck too bad.
Nah. I'm not really worried about you.
All right.
She is actually going to, but no, this is going to be a good matchup, though, because I really like the way she was playing her. That was the Guile player.
All right, we'll see. We'll see how I do.
All right, we'd like to welcome on Ruben, a.k.a. Big Bad Wolf, Minnesota. He's going to fill in on commentary while Robin goes up and plays his match. We saw Shia a little bit earlier. And I was very pleased with Shia's play. A very nice, solid Guile, pretty aggressive. Wasn't getting too much of a fight put up against him. So
yeah, it'll be exciting to see him later on in the tournament. He's a very solid player. In our Minnesota tournaments, our local tournaments, he's always placing like top 3.
Oh, okay.
So he's up there. He's definitely up there. Really solid player, and he's a very good third strike player as well.
Oh, and we also got to commentate one of your matches earlier.
Oh yeah.
You know, DJ has a fireball, right?
Yes. It's the jitters. When you first get up there, you just get the jitters.
I mean, you really like going in. Like, really like going in. And, like, it definitely paid off for you. Like, the adaptation was not there in time. Like, your aggression was not getting countered very hard. I saw you go for several touch of death, and I do appreciate it. And you use, like, nice buttons. You got nice strings, but, like, sometimes you just got to, like, maintain that nice sweet spot and, like, let them hang themselves kind of thing. But if they're not stopping you going in, then
it's, like most really good. There's a good claw player in Minnesota. And, like,
well, that's a character you got to smother.
And he abuses the
wall.
Yeah.
So in that matchup, one of the things that you can do, like, DJ, you've, of course, got the guy hand, jump back jab. Jump light kick. Jump neutral light kick. It looks just like Chun-Li's. He does that split up like that. Excellent button for beating that.
Okay.
It's a huge vertical hitbox, and it can actually stop. Like, what it forces them to do is change up their wall dive timings so that, like, if they're trying to go for the throw, they're going to have to do it earlier for the splash, and then you can change your timings, and then you can do, like, jump back roundhouse, and so they'll be coming down with the dive. Like, there's 2-3 different buttons that DJ actually has really good times with fighting Claw.
Okay.
So he's one of the characters that I think can fight Claw better than most.
Okay,
if you can smother him. But usually they don't want to be really starting the wall life thing unless they can knock you down with a slide or get you with a flip kick.
Okay.
All right, so Renegade's warming up a little bit here, and she is just about to sit down. Renegade could play either Boxer or Chun. It looks like he's committed to the idea of Boxer at the moment, which
Okay.
I wouldn't doubt.
Now-
Both bully characters, in my opinion.
Now, you're more familiar with Renegade, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, how is he in the scene? Pretty solid?
Oh, very, very good.
Okay,
Like
okay.
he's just a great, solid fundamentals old man game player. Like you
Okay.
put him in Alpha 2. I actually rank him pretty highly in the Third Strike tournament for today because
Oh.
he plays Chun and his fundamentals are great. He doesn't
Wow.
even like Third Strike, and I think he's going to do very well.
Ooh.
I'm calling it out.
Okay. Okay.
You guys prove me wrong.
We'll put that. We got a lot of
All
competition.
right,
but
starting
yeah.
the nonsense right away. Look, and this is what he was commenting on with the other Boxer player earlier. I forget the name at the moment. But just getting in there, Boxer should always be
Ooh.
trying to steamroll it. Great button checks, though, and gets the stun. Nice combo follow-up. That's usually my go-to combo in that scenario. But see, Boxer's already got that super and gaining back that room.
Yeah.
And he can definitely
Oh,
make this happen.
let's
And
get
this
in.
is where
Oh,
the
there we go,
steamroller
yep.
happens. And he had a tap charge, a low rush, and just about there. One,
Oh.
I don't know what button he hit exactly there. I kind of missed it. I don't know if that was an tap, but I didn't hear any count come out. So,
Yeah.
but see, there's a tap right there.
Okay.
Yeah, and yeah,
Oh,
he
yep.
doesn't believe, and he's got other stuff charged in the back. Boxer is a steamroller.
Oh wow.
Absolutely.
Look at that.
And now the headbutt loops start, and oh, he didn't go for. I wonder if he doesn't work
Wow.
against Guile, because that's a situation where you do the crouch medium punch, and then you go back into the loop and you just zigzag. Some characters they bounce off a little bit differently. I don't know that setup particularly against Guile, so I'm not interested. But that was very clearly in favor of
Very,
Renegade that
yeah,
match.
I've never seen Chia lose like that, so I'm a little
I-
surprised. that
I-
this is
Robin is probably my favorite to win Super Turbo.
okay.
So no, he's a very sound player. He was on commentator earlier, and anybody that was listening to him definitely understands that. He knows a lot of different matchups, a lot of scenarios.
Was he at Frosty's or Combo Breaker?
He was top 8 at both.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
Renegade is very real. Originally from Virginia, but we should
Oh.
get back to this matchup here, which this is looking a little bit more even. This is that stand-up. Oh, so the pump fake on the light up rush into the headbutt, and then there's really not much Guile can do in that situation other than try to reversal with his own super, but Boxer super is absolutely immaculate. So he tried to go for it again there, but he got checked with the button. So Guile's like low forward is a good check button in this matchup because like if he goes for the higher rushes and stuff, you can either trade or at least knock him out of it. But with the low rushes, it will most likely lose. So you can't get like Robin's kind of like peppering in different phases. He's doing
Okay.
like different rushes. So like you notice he was doing all those taps earlier, kind of putting him off kilter. He doesn't really know what to expect now, but he's always moving forward, and that's what Boxer should be doing. Ooh, interesting kind of slow down on that super there, but
Yeah.
and he just keeps coming right back, and then there's just not anything happening to keep him off him. Like one really ballsy
Ooh.
flash kick might be able to help, but he ended up holding it off there. That's good. That's an onslaught and like a very scary place to be. Even as Guile, like being in that corner against Boxer is just you're just asking for things to get chipped away.
Oh yeah.
Missed the tap there, got the X trade there, and see now he's using that to just close all that space.
Okay. Oh, it's gonna
And
get punished pretty bad
nice,
there.
Yep. And then there's
Oh,
that pump fake
the
again.
head, Yep. Oh, got him.
And so, yeah, there's even ways to combo that straight into it. So you can actually combo certain taps straight into super. It's a tough link to be doing, but I don't even think that was Robin's intent there. I think he was just probably like trying to encourage getting him to throw out a button and then just zigzag it out.
Okay.
Are we in need of coins? You got to coin up on the super gun. So with the Windy super gun, it's the coin up is not built into the wiring harness. It's actually got a physical coin button, which is very satisfying to push. It's a
Oh,
nice,
yeah.
hefty metal button. It actually is, I think, the same thing as a coin return button is on like older arcades where it's got the solid metal ones. But yeah, you do have to coin up manually on the console itself.
Okay.
Oh, we've got to switch to Boxer. This is one of those matchups where all it's going to take is this nonsense to get started. Jab headbutt can get out of loops just to escape. It kind of resets the situation, so Claw can kind of just keep on going back at it. The other thing you can do is his jump back roundhouse, I believe, is actually quite good at meeting it air to air. But this one can really go either way. Like if he's charging tap right now, one solid tap, ooh,
Oh.
that is very unfortunate because that's going to be hard to come back from. Oh, he was going for the headbutt loops.
Oh. Oh, he's got the corner now. Oh, he's out.
All right, so that was a much more even exchange at that point. I mean, Claw can definitely put in this work. I think my usual opinion is if you can smother Claw, smother him. But this is kind of like, he's got some good buttons in that, and like, see, now he's just throwing out the wall dives to try and pepper it, but at that point, like, Robin's got the charge and is prepared, and look at the amount of damage
Yeah,
that did. That was
wow.
probably 50–55% damage on that.
Wow, that's amazing.
And Robin's not going to be content to corner himself. I think he's going to actually try to fight it out. Like, Boxer's headbutt can lose to, I mean, the way she is playing this, he's using the right jump-ins to try to, like, counter and trade with the headbutts. And, like, that's a great spot for Claw to be in. Like, you don't have to win with wall dives with Claw. You can, he has very good footsie tools, good pokes. You can get started, like, jab roll is very safe in this game.
Okay.
So you can just kind of stick and move and pressure people. This is actually a counter pick, believe it or not.
Oh.
Like a true, like a hard counter pick. Blanca actually does very well against Claw.
Okay.
And this is why. And if he would have finished that combo, it would have been, it could have been a stun, but now it's just, it's headbutt bite. It's literally going to take either reversal flip kicks or reversal throws, and he's going to keep on poking. This is how you smother him.
Okay.
It's a very, very hard, and Blanca does have buttons that can meet him air to air, but that jump light kick into bite is horrible for Claw to try to deal with. So now he's getting started, like, there we go. So now this is a good retaliation.
Okay.
Chasing him down with the balls up, tried it there, but now the flip kicks are on point. The thing that Blanca really wants to be able to do is get the back and forth to kill the cross-up charge.
Okay. Okay.
So that was kind of a roll to test the waters, see if he get caught by it, but he's maintaining good space. He's not really trying for punishes, and I think maybe Robin's testing that. And just walks up with a hot bite. And trying to see what Robin wants to do here. Like,
okay.
It's a poke exchange, so she saw through it. He definitely, like, kind of knew what the situation needs to avoid, but it does not negate the effect of this. But see, he's very prepared now with those flip kicks. Good up ball exchange. But, and not counter throw. Excellent counter throw. That was perfect timing for that.
So he's kind of got this matchup a little figured out.
Yes, and then he gets a stun, throw to kill. That was very, very well played.
This is a close one.
Yeah, so the gimmick wore off very quickly. I like the retort from Shia. I'm going to say, I don't know, is Robin going to go back?
It's a boxer. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's, he was doing very well with it to start off with. It's just like a couple of changes of scenarios, and that is a lot of damage right off the bat.
Big damage right there, yeah.
And that's also punishable. So yeah, the Sky High Claw is not a very good move unless you're evading a fireball that you really have a good read on, or possibly a round ender kind of thing where you think somebody's going to try to hit a button and just get clocked by it, but not very good. See, this is where that reset, and he read that really well. He saw that he was going to try to shorten the dive and did the stronger version of the headbutt in order to reach.
Oh, solid play. This is really solid play.
I mean, from both sides, it really is. This is one of the probably the strongest matchups we've seen. We've seen a lot of lopsided ones. This one is two players that very much know what they're doing. So she is somebody I didn't know before, but that's somebody I'm going to keep an eye out for the rest of the tournament.
Oh, she is definitely the name to watch out for in this tournament.
Ooh, and that was just an unfortunate throw against Robin. So we're coming down for all the marbles. This is match point.
This is it.
Now he's putting the brakes on that. That's a button I don't see Robin using all that much, and I'm kind of surprised. And now, is he going to try to do the same shenanigans again? Good.
Good start. Good start for Renegade.
Good. I'll take that trade. Oh, and he got caught by it. Now, he didn't get the safe jump timing, which is unfortunate because that's exactly what he needed to seal that deal. And see, this is where Claude really shines. Like that range right there. That's where he has his best jump-ins because he has very steep angles on his jump-ins. Oh, and was able to catch up with the super. This is literally down same pixel of life. This is, and then now we're going to go zigzag. We're trading sides.
Oh, close.
I mean,
very close.
Wow. That was the nail biter of the day so far.
Wow. Down to the wire.
I was very pleased with that match.
Yes, that was very exciting. Very exciting.
I think a few more people decided to sit down and watch Super Turbo after they saw that going.
Yeah, that was very good.
Yeah, that was a good just back and forth. There was counter picks on counter picks, and I was very, very pleased.
Very solid play.
And Robin's going to take another break, and he'll come join us back in a little bit. I would actually love a beverage right about now because my throat is quite dry, but I'll survive. Yeah, I love it. Thank you. There you go. You got Adrian, a.k.a. Fody, running the stream and also running for some drinks.
Looks like we have Travinx.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So Travinx and... Is that?
That's Mickey Sabbath? Or
on Facebook, and
or
his real name's Wade.
Yeah, Wade.
Thank you very much. Would you like one?
Oh, yeah, sure. Thank you.
So, is that his actual... Oh, I think he may have stopped mid-handle because I thought his handle was something different.
Okay. Yeah.
Um,
Travis is a very solid player.
Oh, this might be. He might. I think he has a lot of joke handles that he uses too. So that
Okay.
this might be one of his. This might be an inside joke, inside reference that we're just not privy to.
Okay.
So Trevinx, like both of them are third strike players generally. Trevinx, I don't know as far as his skills in ST.
He's one of the he's our local player. He's kind of the thing about Travinx is he's a solid player. His fundamentals are good, but he doesn't have a main. So he goes from variations of different characters. I've seen him play Blanca before. I believe he I don't know. I've seen him just play Blanca.
Oh, another pad player. Oh yeah, pad players. Put them in losers brackets. Done. No, you banish the pad players. Nothing but trouble, those guys. Oh, and so Wade, because P1RXRK is a little bit of a mouthful to go. He's very new to Super Turbo. He's just started picking the game up.
Okay.
He believes in Old Hawk, which I love and support, but it is a very difficult life to commit yourself to.
Oh yes.
But he is a low-tier hero player. This is a match where you have to be completely on point. Hawk does have a DP, but that's not going to solve all his problems. His jump jab is an excellent button. Good claw dive, though. It's got to close that ground, and you need to get those Typhoons. That is just such a huge part of this.
Has to get in and get those grabs.
So right now, if I were Trevinx, I would just be spamming
Wall dive.
everything out of wall dive.
Yeah, everything.
If he's going to evade it, whatever, you have all the life advantage. There's nothing he's going to do to you in the air that I think is going to... Oh, excellent flip kick, though. Saw that Hawk dive coming and just retaliate clean.
So if you're Wade, what's your game plan of getting in on Claw? Is it just the tick grabs or?
I would literally kind of bulldog up and then maybe try to do kind of purposely short wall dives, but this is a character that I'm not well versed in myself. But like just walking up, using sweeps, and oh, see, that was a good choice. It just got beat out by the jump fierce. Even just like walking up with like stand jabs and low fours and just trying to close the distance, or you can see if he's going to get impatient and try to come to you, and seize on those opportunities. But you really got to commit to that. It's such an uphill battle with that character, and it's a character I want to dabble in, and then I've just thought I didn't want to make my life that much harder. But I really appreciate him committing to it. Trying to think of other buttons that you may be able to do. Like, getting the sweep is really good. So if the Claw starts playing the footsie game, T-Hawk has a very good sweep. It's kind of like that double guile sweep. It's slow, but the range is incredible. Excellent DP right there. See, but that's one of those scenarios. What I would have done there is I would have tried to go for the cross-up splash into tick into SPD. So he needs to believe in his cross-up splashes more. That's something that may just be being new to the game. He's not aware of it, because that is like... Claw is one of the skinnier characters, but he's still like that cross-up is very, very good, and that's something he needed on that knockdown, because that's going to be how you keep him pinned down. Also, you can try going for doing. T-Hawk has several grab throws, so he has the elbow bash grab throw. He has the
choking one.
The choke grab throw. So being able to pin him down for that and getting that damage right there. See, there's a lot. You see a lot of these jumping jabs. Those are most likely missed SPDs. But I think probably going for those grab throws. Now this is needs DP right there. Then it's like that one he would have had to have done like a cross cut and like try to go the other way, or timed it so it perfectly auto corrected. That's gonna be tough. All right, so we're at 2-0 Trevinx for the set. I'd really like to see if Wade would start going in and trying to get those like some of the choke holds or some of the elbow ones, just because he's not having the best success with the SPDs right now, and that would at least earn him some damage and earn him, because like when you get bounced out of those throws, like a lot of times you get safe jumps into resetting it.
He needs to do the body splash more, I think.
And using the body splash would be good. But now he's cornered. This is one of those scenarios where like you hope for a back throw, but the claw's staying out of throw range altogether. It's just very much like he's maintaining his space, he's maintaining his pokes.
Could he bait the wall dive into this DP?
I mean,
or he could get grabbed.
Anytime. Wall dive is not a move that you like necessarily bait. You could try to challenge it. And then that one. So that was a great DP right there. That was the exact DP that I was saying he should have went for the other one. He could try to meet him in air with jump jab, but like if it's a true meaty wall dive, you have to try to DP it. So he's trying to jump fierce a little bit on that. I don't support that maneuver. See, getting that sweep right there. That if he capitalized on that. Some of the techniques that he needs to be working on are like piano release SPD, so he can just be able to release the jabs a little bit better. And we throw grapplers in this game, apparently. So Trevinx takes it pretty handily, but appreciate Wade committing to the low hero-ness. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
Old Hawk is considered a competitive character compared to New Hawk. Like, still not a great character, but there's been a lot of tech. There's the Sako ticks and all the other things. Like, he has better normals than New Hawk, but there's definitely an uphill battle. Like, he doesn't win any matches handily. Like, some matches, like, some people say he does pretty decent against Shotos, which I can see happening, but, like, the risk there is it's a very uphill battle all the same. But like
Okay.
when he gets in, you have to be able to seal the deal. So with a bit of practice, I really like. Wade's been playing Q in 3S as a main for a while now, and like it's just gonna take learning the techniques that are appropriate for the character.
Oh, yeah. But, hey, it was nice commentating. I'm going to sign off, give it back to Renegade.
Excellent, name. Good seeing you. And,
Look out for me, Big Bad Wolf, third strike.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I hope we meet in bracket.
Oh, yeah, me too. All right.
All right, we're welcoming back Robin to the stream, and now we got Fody versus
yeah.
Money, which I'm glad to see Money showed up because I was looking all around, wondering where he was all day. So, yeah, super last minute. Glad he pre-registered because otherwise he would not have made it today.
Yeah. So hello. My levels are a little high. Just letting you know. Okay, here we go. That's good. I don't want to blow everybody out with my dulcet tones.
If my eardrums are gonna get ruptured, that's the way I'll.
Yeah. So there was a that was tense.
That was that was a great matchup.
Yeah, I mean, the basically the switch to Blanca was I had a game to burn.
Yes.
And so I was just gonna try to see, okay, maybe this works.
And the gimmick did work for one round very solidly.
1.5 rounds.
Yes, and then it kind of like, he got out. And when he started like spacing it right and getting past the flip kicks, it was like,
Yeah.
the gimmick was found out. And like we saw Shia play earlier, and he definitely looked solid earlier in the match. And like so, yeah, he's definitely. And according to Ruben, he's one of a strong representative in Minnesota's ST tournaments that they've been running. So he is definitely no slouch.
So yeah, and he got the punish on the ball, the walk forward, stand fierce, which is good. So are they just going?
I think they are ready to go. They did a little button check a second ago.
Yeah. So this is Money, very strong Vega player. Really likes the ground game if he can get it.
Yes.
So.
I mean, and that's my sign of what is normally separates a Vega player versus a great Vega player.
Yeah.
When they can beat you on the ground.
Yeah. Didn't do a single wall dive. Got it perfect.
Yes. And that was just complete lockdown.
Yeah. So.
Oh, and that stunt too. Didn't even go for the combo, went for the throw.
Oh, almost had the double P.
Yeah. That's what I call the moral victories.
Yeah. So basically got hit once. Game 1 to Money.
Yeah. Money is definitely one of the favorites for the tournament. He's from Milwaukee, correct?
Yeah, Milwaukee area. I keep on trying to get them to come out and maybe play a little bit, but busy people, real life.
Oh yeah, that happens.
Yeah.
Oh, he used the Shoto Killer button to stand forward.
Oh yeah. That thing.
This is the beautiful space. This is exactly where Claw wants to fight without having to use wall dive.
Yeah.
So I would like to see a little bit more reversal jab DPs and hope. I mean, this is one of the reasons why people pick Old Ken in this matchup, but this is just, Fody is not able to get anything started right now. He's getting smothered by the other great things about Claw. And so now we were talking about how this was part of the scrub before, but this is just a character that is also immaculate in a skilled player's hand.
Yeah, you can definitely. Oh, that's another perfect for Money. I mean,
Yeah.
man, this is rolling pretty fast.
You might say it's rolling crystal fast. I tried, I butchered it, I know. That's bad.
The delivery fail. All right. So we're going into game 3. Let's see if we can mix it up.
We got a fireball game sort of started. There we go. I like that Air Tatsu escape. That actually kind of reset the situation a little bit. Now he's believing in fireballs. This is good. He's just got to watch his toes a bit.
So there's actually Ken actually does really well against Vega generally because, I mean, you restrict him to the ground game because if he goes off the wall, Fierce GP always wins.
Yes.
But you can't even pull it short. But Money is so good at the ground game, it doesn't necessarily really matter.
Yeah.
So he's just out buttoning you.
And I don't think Fody is aware of the dirty scumbag 10 knee bash loop tricks.
Yeah.
And that's something that would.
Yeah.
I don't know if it would exactly. We might have lost
game audio, but it's fine.
Yeah, I don't know if he's aware of that trick, and that's one of the ways that you can actually get some free dirty damage against Claw if the reversals are not completely on
Yeah,
point.
so in general, there's only a few weaknesses that Claw has. One of them is any kind of throw loop because
Yes.
Uh, Claw's throw range is not very good,
No.
and also his reversal is tricky because you have to charge down back for it as opposed to just down or anything. So you can actually, if you cross him
Well,
up,
it's not just the down. It's you have to go to forward, not
Yeah.
not straight up.
yeah, it's down back to forward,
Forward.
to come out. So you can cross him up to make him lose his charge, and then but also he has to hold down to do it.
So that he's vulnerable to air attacks.
Yeah, so anytime you basically can cross up Vega, then he'll lose his charge to be able to do a reversal. So you do cross up, tick, throw, because he won't be able to reversal out of it. And then usually your throw range will be greater than his. And that's, I mean, and it's pretty scummy because it's literally how I see Dalsums beat Claws, is just get him in noogies all day.
Like kick slide noogie, like kick slide noogie.
Yeah.
I mean, I am a big fan of the bear hug loop in that, or oisho, like depending on what I get to land first. Because I even like doing the low short into bear hug loops. Or
Brr, hugger.
I love bear hugs, especially in that matchup. And then when you get low enough and if you've got him close to the corner, just hands. All right, so we're having foot meets skull versus it should be Zagran. Yeah. Zagran K. I never know how to pronounce Kenny's handle. I just always refer to him as
Kenny.
Kenny. Yeah, it's
So
Kenny from Chicago.
Kenny from Chicago. So I mean, we're doing a Ryu versus Blanca match.
Should be. I
which-
don't expect anything else from either of them.
which is pretty much murder. His match is way harder than it should be, and just because they learned it after this game that Blanca's slide should just go under all fireballs,
Yes.
but and then probably be a little bit less safe. But this is not the case in this game. So it does not go under Ryu's fireball. It only goes under basically all the charge fireballs.
Yes, because they're apparently skinny enough that
Yeah.
Good anti-air there.
Yeah.
I really like seeing people try for that. I hate when a Tatsu that crosses up goes completely untouched.
Yeah. Ooh, shocking.
Oh.
Getting the bite.
But I definitely believe that foot meets skull. I believe his reversals would be on point. I don't think you're gonna be able to get away with those kind of shenanigans with the jump like kick bites.
All right. Yeah, I mean, it's just you're not gonna do enough damage.
That's
That is sort of the problem with Blanca, is that the only way you're getting damage is through just a bite that you can mash down and random jump shorts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a long road to kind of work up against, and then run out of tools at that point.
Yeah, and then you could do some other shenanigans,
And you get those lovely close, fierce double headbutt things that does a great amount of stun, but that's such a once in a blue moon kind of situation.
I mean, you wanna kind of shake Ryu out of his comfortableness in the fireball DPs. You wanna basically jump a couple of his bad fireballs and hit him with the roundhouse
there.
there.
That was
Yeah.
an excellent move right there.
And then he'll pause the fireballs and start doing more dragon punches like that, and then you can punish those. But I mean,
It's
it's
kind of
tough,
like
yeah.
you go to one pattern and then another, and then
Yeah.
kind of exchange it. But chances are Blanca's going to run out of life
Yeah.
first before he gets
Yeah.
anything, because he's not getting any of this chip damage that Ryu's getting.
this is actually a much better round out of Kenny. It's pretty much even. Oh, man. Matt Footme Skull has been trying the short super a bunch,
Yeah.
which, by the way, is sometimes impossible.
Yeah, it misses half the time even if you do it perfectly.
Oh, 2 seconds left. The head bite.
Kenny, I will say this, having played him quite a bit at the local tournaments at Logan, he is very adaptive. I see him change his playstyle. He'll do sometimes he'll do gimmicky thimmy to start things off and really throw out fans what the heck is he actually thinking? And then other times he'll just play incredibly solid. Blanca is a gimmicky character in his own right, but he'll switch up, and that's a move that we haven't seen a lot. The is that crouch medium kick? The where he does the back facing kick. The little heel extend where he's facing reverse?
Oh, yeah.
Or is that roundhouse? It might be roundhouse.
Oh, that roundhouse is the flip around.
No, but crouching.
Oh, yeah. The sweep.
Yeah.
Yeah. That move is really good because the range is ridiculous.
Yes. Ooh, cute little combo there. What?
Yeah.
Was it worth it?
See, that
I mean,
should not happen.
it ran into invulnerability frames.
Yeah, and all sorts of stuff. Man, he goes for that jump strong all the time.
I mean, yeah, it's a Ryu player favorite, and you don't need to be doing it at a lot of points.
Yeah, because like in order to do it, you have to jump forward. And how many matches does Ryu really want to jump forward? Yeah.
I like that crouch fierce from Kenny. That was good.
So we're at 2-0. It's not a great matchup.
Yeah. I mean, Kenny has gradually been putting in bits and pieces here, but it's just it's not enough to overcome the matchup. Ooh, got that link too.
Yeah.
He's a little ahead now. Oh, just out of range for that. Would have had that landed, that match could have gone an entirely different way.
Got duffed.
Yep.
All right. So.
Excellent DP.
The psychic DP, as it were.
Ume Shoryu's.
Yeah. I mean, at that range, what really is the negative?
Yeah.
Oh, there it is again.
And he really wants to do something with that super. Like,
yeah.
He did that air tatsu completely superfluously just to have some super to win with.
That's a thing. All right, so apparently you're going to be up. I guess I'll be here by myself for a little while.
Alrighty.
That's fine.
I think you can hold it down.
I can hold it down.
I talked enough for both of us earlier, so you know.
Oh, that's
just fill in the gap with my echoes.
That's not a thing. Yeah. So it's gonna be you versus Bobcat Duff.
I have no idea who that is, so we'll both learn at the same time.
Bobcat Duff, Dwight. Oh well, I do get somebody. All right, that's fine. I was thinking I was gonna be alone. And
I was alone everybody.
Yeah, and I was like, I think I'm alone now.
I don't know the rest of the lyrics of that song.
Doesn't seem to be anyone around. Yeah.
How you doing, Renegade?
I'm doing all right. I had a nail biter of a first match.
I got blown up, man. I got blown up.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Vega's rough.
Couldn't do anything against him. I'm not going to make the excuse that I'm a new player, but I am a new player.
Yeah.
So we got Bathtub Leviathan and Bobcat Duff, somebody who I am very familiar with. Bobcat, actually my roommate's brother.
Yeah?
Interestingly enough. And he blew me up in 5 back there, so.
All right.
I don't know how much experience he has in ST, but we'll see here.
We'll see. So I know Brian uses Honda.
Yeah.
And we'll see who Bobcat uses.
Bobcat, I'm not sure. He might go Shoto. They're telling me to move my mic a little closer. Sorry if that was a little hot, guys.
Yeah, we got
good? We good? Okay, sweet. All right.
How are your levels? All right. So we'll see how this goes. Yeah, and my first match was a bit of a nail biter.
Yeah.
Unnecessarily, I went to a counter pick or not really a counter pick.
Yeah, I saw you did take that against Shia, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really close. You had him down 2-0 here, and then he came back.
Yeah, well, he went to claw. That happens.
Yeah.
And I was trying to get cute and play Blanca because it's a tough match if the Vega doesn't know what they're doing.
Gotcha.
So like my inner calculus was like, all right, so he moved off of Guile to play Vega against me.
Okay, cool.
And so maybe he's not that strong of a claw player. So maybe I'll try this and see if it can work. So,
okay.
But.
Looks like they're jumping right into it.
No, this is button
test.
test.
This is just button test? Okay, gotcha.
I was gonna say,
I hadn't seen Bathtub go Ken yet, so he played Bison against me earlier in some casuals here.
Oh, okay.
Wrecked me up pretty good.
Yeah.
But,
so one of the things I saw about your particular match is that with the wall dives, like you pretty much, I think if you just do jump back jab.
Jump back jab. Okay.
Yeah.
I know that's a strong button for Hawk. So.
Yeah. So that'll work. And jump. I mean, just jump jab in general, right? So any time you basically get him to stand block a jump jab, you just do jab, jab, jab,
Okay, yep, give him the SPD.
Yeah.
Trim that butter.
Yeah, so, and the SPD is harder in this game. So, all right, we have Chun versus Honda. Brian was talking about how he hates this matchup with all the passion of Burning Suns. So we'll see how this
1,000
goes.
Burning Suns.
1,000 Burning Suns. Oh, this could be over right now.
Yeah, you got the butt slam.
Yeah. Oh, he's
Gosh.
getting cute. Yep, and
Holy
Ochio.
cow.
That's
Okay,
a perfect. So, one of the things that we talked about Honda is Honda will steamroll newer players.
For sure.
And so, Bobcat is not necessarily doing what he should be doing. This is ugly.
Yeah, this is not looking good for Bobcat so far here.
Yeah.
He's going to have to mix things up a little bit right now, but just...
There's a sweet shot there. Oh, that's an unsafe move. Oh, don't get close to
Yeah,
Honda.
you got to stay away from him.
Yeah, so pretty much all Chun-Li has to do in this matchup is throw fireballs and hit like fierce when Honda jumps.
Okay, so run away from him, basically.
Yeah, run away. I mean, every once in a while, if you're getting a little frosty, like you can, and he's walking forward, you can kind of cross him up, and then do like cross up short, and then do legs or something for chip.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, but this is bad zone right here.
Yeah, right.
And
Got him in the corner.
Yeah, he went for the bear hugger again. Ooh. Yeah.
And a butt slam.
Yeah, so if Ochio wasn't so disgustingly like overpowered, like Honda's bear hug is actually a really, really good move. It's one of those repeatable holds, and it puts him right in a great spot for Honda. So
Yeah,
he can just do it
right
again
back
like
in the
this.
face here. So now you're in the vortex. So
Yep.
Yep.
So whenever you do Ochio mid-screen, you bounce far away so that you can't repeat it. But the bear hug you can repeat from anywhere.
Okay.
And you can also set up some safe jumps off it and stuff like that.
Yeah, we can see it right now. Bobcat just can't get away from this pressure.
Yeah, so this is a tough match. I mean, if you don't know what to do.
Yeah, exactly. And Chun doesn't have the tools in this game to outpoke Honda, does she?
Yeah. I mean, she does. Like, I mean, the low forward and stand fierce and whatnot. And it's just really about the fireball.
Okay,
Like,
gotcha.
he needs to be setting up the jab
Yeah, I
fireball.
haven't seen him use one.
Yeah. I mean, and the thing is you have to set it up so he can't just jump. So it's tough. There's always, and against every character that has a fireball, they set up a range against Honda where, like, if he does butt slam or jump or whatever, he gets swept first trouble.
Gotcha.
And Bobcat Duff has not done that. Ooh, that's the 4-hit super finish.
Over quickly.
Yeah. So that's actually pretty rare that that gets that gets 4 hits, and
Okay.
it does way more damage than it should. It's a bad super overall because sometimes it uncombos in the middle of it. It's one of the fewer supers that are completely unsafe.
Okay.
And it doesn't do what it should.
So on block, it can be punished.
Yeah. It just sweeps almost from everybody.
Okay.
So, and it is okay against fireballs. It will go through fireballs, and Honda can store it. So he can, if you hold back and then do forward, back, forward, as long as you're holding forward still, the game thinks that you've completed the super motion. And when the next time you hit that button, or even release the button if you hold it, he'll bust out the super.
Renegade with that super turbo tech.
Yeah. It doesn't come into play. The Chun-Li also has this ability, and her super is infinity times better. So you see it a lot more out of her.
For sure.
Yeah. So
I think Bathtub's actually going to get back on mic here.
Oh,
Hold on a second.
yeah. He's
Okay.
probably going to do a little bit of probably a bathroom break and stuff like
Okay,
that. So
yeah.
we'll
Take a
come
little
back.
break, little breather here. So I'll sit in for a little while. I don't know a whole lot about Super Turbo, but I mean, I can talk.
Oh yeah.
I can talk.
That's good. I mean, if you got any questions, like, you can represent our new viewers, like,
Yeah,
people
absolutely.
that may not be familiar
For
with
everybody
Super
who's
Turbo.
tuned in right now here who doesn't know a whole lot about Super Turbo, you and I,
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So basically,
we're in the same bathtub.
if you see something on there and you're like, "Oh, why did that happen?" Just ask me, and
Yeah.
I'll probably say something.
I'm just going to say Super Turbo. That's why that happened, because it's Super Turbo.
Yeah.
Same with Third Strike.
Oh yeah. Well, that is also a thing.
Yeah, we'll be having that later.
Yeah, and I'll be playing that. I'll be pot monstering. Apparently, there's a lot of really good talent that's come out.
Yeah, dude,
for,
we've got some killers in town.
Yeah.
Minnesota, Chicago, just around the area here.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know exactly how many have signed up, but more than come to our locals. So
Yeah.
I'm pretty stoked about this.
So, I want to thank you guys for watching.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in. Big time.
So, this looks like they're
It's like the real
rolling.
thing. Yeah. All right.
All right.
I think they're back in.
So this is some losers bracket action. This is actually Boxer's only losing match.
Really?
Yeah, it's the only match he loses on paper, and so it's basically because of Chun's the slow fireball is kind of annoying for him to get around. Ooh, he's got that 5 out.
I was gonna say.
And then basically you can't do much about Chun-Li's forward kicks. Basically, the low forward, mashing forward and getting legs, jump forward, all that sort of stuff. So we'll see how he does.
Well, Jerry's using that fireball to great effect
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
All right, 8 seconds left.
All right.
We're gonna get a timeout here.
Time over. That's our first of the day. Chun-Li takes it. So.
Now, can he turn punch through those fireballs if he's close enough?
No.
or-
So this is the thing. And in hyper fighting, Boxer had invulnerability on his turn punch.
Okay.
And so it would go through fireballs. And later games, like in 4 and 5, I believe, he also got that sort of fireball pass-through ability on turn punch. He does not have that in this game.
Okay, gotcha.
However, he busted out the 7. However, turn punch is hits mid and is safe on block. So you can use it to advance forward while.
Ooh, that was really good.
Yeah, that is
was
the one time
really
you do
good.
not want to do legs is when Boxer has super. Yeah, so you could use it to advance while holding, a charge. So you can do turn punch and then something else. All right, gets out of the corner there. Jerry Blank really likes the spinning bird kick for some reason. I don't know why, but
Not a good move for Chun in this game?
no, it's really terrible. But it's just slow, and once she's in the air, she's hanging there, and you can hit her with about anything. But
Okay.
it's got some uses. I mean, it's a charge. It's a charge back instead of down. So like in certain situations, you can use it as a reversal.
Yeah, there's another one.
Yeah,
Decent life lead, though.
yeah, he's doing good.
He can take 1 or 2 risks
Yeah.
maybe, but not much.
Actually,
7 seconds. Oh,
it's the throw. So you cannot actually tech throws if you were if they're going to kill you.
okay.
So and they do full damage and then they sort of get a refund back. So that's Chun takes that first one. So one of the things he's kind of doing this same kind of tactic he did in one of his previous matches, which I call the Chun holding pattern, which is fireball, then jump short, maybe go in for a throw, just kind of jump around. I actually don't like that in this match because I think Chun should be ground-based against Boxer.
Gotcha.
Anytime you basically close the distance, that's where Boxer wants to be against Chun-Li.
Nice headbutt. I got him cornered again.
Ooh, yeah. Headbutt's one of the most invincible moves in the game. Right under basically the old Shoto's uppercuts.
Gotcha.
It's really slow to start though. It's 11 frames, so it's
Okay.
really easy to safe jump. Yeah, it's getting a lot of mileage out of it.
Yeah, he really is.
So,
I don't think Dimebag really knows how to deal with it right now.
yeah. So yeah, that's the thing. Him jumping again against Boxer's just giving him 3 damage. Oh, gets in. Little fist rush. Okay, he's got the super.
Nice trade. Okay, another
Yeah.
headbutt.
He's got the super loaded, ready to go.
Jerry trying to fight his way out. Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Spent the bar, paid off.
Yeah. Chun super is one of the best in the game. You can combo after it too. So after the
That's
the
so
kicks,
sick.
yeah, she can do up kicks to get juggles. All right.
Wall bounce. Yep, another one.
Yeah. So I mean, it's just really free. Pulls her out of the low roundhouse with the headbutt there. Atomic Dimebag controlling this one from start to finish.
Very good round.
Yeah. Again, it's just Jerry's not playing this right.
Gotcha.
So
What would he need to do differently here? Just stop with the spinning bird kicks?
Stop spinning your kicks. Don't jump.
Don't jump? Okay. Stay grounded.
Yeah, stay
More
grounded.
fireballs, you think? Or
Yeah,
is he
more
using that pretty well?
fireballs
Okay.
and low forwards.
Gotcha.
Is all you need to do.
Gotcha.
Anytime you jump at Boxer, you're given an opportunity to
That's a
anti-air
good one,
you
okay.
and then go in.
He's
So
throwing a bit more here than he did in the previous match.
yeah.
I've got to watch that
Yeah.
headbutt, though. Jerry back in the corner.
Yeah.
There's
see?
another one, yeah. Good spacing here.
Yeah, you
He's
don't
ready
need
for
to
the
do it.
wall jump, too.
Tom and Dimebag with the 6. I don't know necessarily what he's doing to store those taps, but I've seen him bust out like super high level taps almost every round, so it's pretty easy for him to do that. All right. Just rush down strong.
Gotcha.
That throw doing 26% damage.
I was
for
going to
some
say,
reason.
that was a massive amount of damage here just for a throw.
Yep.
Super turbo, right?
Yep. Super turbo. So. Oh, and that.
Just kind of poking at each
Yeah,
other
yeah.
right now. Yep, back to neutral.
So taps are pretty good in this match in general, just because when Chun's throwing the fireballs, like you want to try to trade with her, either with a tap or a stand fierce or something like that, because you definitely win that trade all the time. We got super ready to go.
Oh, there's another one.
Yeah, just way too much free damage there. Just give them that round.
All right. A game apiece.
Yep.
Yeah, Atomic using that headbutt here to great effect. There's another one.
Yep.
Back in the corner here. Chun seems to be spending a lot of her time in the corner in this match right
Yeah.
now. Jerry's just like giving up space.
Yep.
He's afraid of those buttons.
Yeah. The butt.
Oh,
This
and
is
we got a
game
dizzy.
over.
There it is. Okay.
All right.
Atomic 2-1.
Yeah,
He's playing this really well.
Yeah. And what Jerry isn't doing as well is basically like Chun's like low forward beats rushes. Like it beats taps, it beats rushes, it beats everything. I mean, she should just be doing low forward all day. And instead he's doing sweep and stuff. I mean, we'll see. Chun's still like, pretty strong.
Still on paper
Yeah.
in this matchup.
Yeah, and also you can get at a range where Chun, if she does lightning legs, it's really hard for Boxer to be actually be able to do anything.
Unless he's out of range, in which case Chun gets supered. So
Yeah. So he busted out the 6. So the 5 and 6 taps are like super duper plus, and they will actually like leave you really close. So it's really easy to do like a lead out of 6, and then just throw them.
okay.
So
I'm learning everything today.
yeah.
Oh, nice. Another headbutt. Jerry back in the corner.
Yeah.
Gonna eat a few more
4.
headbutts, yeah. I want to say he was waiting for that wall bounce. Oh, gosh, another one. Atomic just playing this so well. Headbutt, headbutt, headbutt.
Yeah.
Tried another one. Okay, nice.
There's a super.
Yeah.
That is an ill-advised spinning bird.
Okay, Atomic on match point.
Larg. Misses that headbutt.
There's one, yeah.
Yeah, so that'll go through at that particular range. All right, this is good. Don't jump forward. He's gonna wall jump again. Oh. All right, that's good.
Yeah, he got out. Another one.
All
There
right.
it is. Okay.
Atomic dime bag, showing he's a dime piece.
3-1.
Yeah.
Looks like
3-1.
Bathtub is coming back after
Yeah.
this year, so I'm going to get off the mic here.
All
but
right.
thanks for letting me sit in.
Pleasure having you.
Absolutely. And, well, you'll see more of me.
Yeah.
Take it easy, guys. Thanks for tuning in again.
Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Can I actually get the Twitch link or something like that so I can post on my thing?
Did you miss me?
Yeah, I did. No, you know me.
That energy drink plus no sleep plus all the caffeine I had this morning.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, all right. And after match stuff, like it wasn't like it was a stressful match per se, but it was
No.
just like, yeah, I just need to go outside and
I like how you basically proved when we were talking about earlier how like if you're a new player, you don't know how to fight Honda.
No, and he explicitly said, like we were talking after the match, that like he's faced that matchup like twice. I'm like I play the best Chun-Li in Chicago
Yeah.
frequently, so it's like if they don't know how to establish the match, it's like there was stuff I was doing that like Miguel would yell at me for. I'm sure if he was watching this or if he watches this, he's gonna cringe so hard at those jump light kicks, like the little cannonballs. He hates
Yeah.
when I do that because that's not the best idea, but I really wasn't in fear of anything, so
Uh-huh.
it was just like I just kind of went ham.
Yeah, well, ham is what you do.
Yeah.
I mean, I also noticed that you do the Ochio, and then after every time, it feels like you're not confident in doing another Ochio, so you do just tick into bear hug.
I do that a lot.
Yeah. And I was like,
I told you I'm a big fan of bear hug.
yeah, no, bear hug is great, but you never did the parlor trick.
Which parlor trick?
The bear hug walk under sweep.
Oh, that never works for me.
What?
I tried
no
all the
one
time and it never
blocks
worked.
that. No one blocks that.
And you know what? Some characters I'm not super confident about how they bounce out because some characters you can walk under, some you can't.
Oh, well, Shotos you definitely can, but I mean, you weren't playing a Shoto.
Yeah, so that's the one thing because like Blanca bounces off of weird, and so
Yeah.
like Blanca I don't like. Even though he bounces so high, I don't think you can actually squeak under him. So like,
Uh-huh.
I'm never confident in like which characters it works on. I'll do it once for you if I get an opportunity.
Okay. I mean, I want to see it.
All right.
It looks so goofy. I love it.
Oh no, it's the funniest thing because the sweep hits on the backside, and then
Yeah.
it's just it looks like it's one of the funniest things because it
Like,
doesn't.
why did they program a hitbox in the backside of that thing?
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Other than that gimmick, like because nobody's gonna cross you up and land on that.
Yeah.
All right, so they're working out. So we got Bobcat Duff and Atomic Dimebag.
So, all right, I am positive Atomic Dimebag has like a 3-kick macro.
I want to know how he does it though.
No, I don't know either, but like,
It does. Yeah. From what we were seeing for what he was able to do with the charging, it's like
yeah,
It
I
has-
mean, he's not using kick buttons like
Yeah.
like while he's charging, but like pretty much every round he's doing 5s and 6s on a pad, and that's like you just don't have enough fingers.
and unless he assigns his roundhouse to his left shoulder button. So you hold your thumb on the two lower buttons, like your
Okay.
X and whatever, and then you use that hand, and then so you're free. But like, no, even still it doesn't work.
Yeah,
I don't know. There's some secret. Maybe he has 6 fingers. Did we check?
I don't know.
Well, that's the best.
He's
All
the,
right.
the 6-fingered man.
Hello, my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to
Man
die.
did not.
Ooh, that was actually very close, and we totally glossed over it.
Yeah, it happens. So I was just talking about how Chun-Li wins this fight. It's Boxer's only losing match. And she does it by throwing fireballs, hitting low forward, and sometimes mashing legs.
Yep.
Not by doing spinning bird kick ever. I
No.
don't understand what is with the Chun-Lis up here that like to do spinning bird kick, but
Yeah.
you know, it's a thing. That's a 6 right there.
I think we should be keeping a tally of how many times those come out.
It's pretty much every round.
Yeah. See, he's getting the low forward part down. That's the firewall hit. And just like, yeah, mash light legs. Get some light legs in this mix.
Yeah. 5.
Ooh.
Yep. That is death.
All right, we're gonna quiz him on this one. Good, but I'm like, I don't even know how you would even go about programming a macro on the undammed converter.
Yeah. I mean, it might be a stick.
Oh, we were not keeping in touch. Who won that match?
Dimebag, I believe. Crap, I don't know.
Yeah, we'll
ask when they're-
we'll check them in between.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
Bison. Sorry, I was actually posting the link for the stream on my social medias.
Oh, see, social media, the downfall of actually
Everything.
doing your job. Like
Sure.
any job, doing any job.
Mm-hmm. All the jobs.
All right. Good anti-air. I'll take
All right.
it. Probably would have wanted to wait a little bit on that fireball,
Yeah.
but
Bow. Best super.
I don't know. I think Boxers is better.
Well, yes, but I mean,
I would easily say second best, but
mhm.
yeah, that's not a far stretch. He's kind of getting it now. Ooh, ended up evading it.
Yeah, I mean, so the thing is when you get 5 and 6, it's almost like a guaranteed throw.
Oh yeah, because
Yeah.
you're right up in their stuff.
Yeah,
Accidental stand roundhouse, I believe.
yeah, that's a 4. So, is that 2-0? 1-1. Okay.
1-1. All
All
right.
right.
Now everybody's on the same page.
All right.
At least the elephants are not blindingly loud in the headphones, because I know everybody and it's
Oh,
not
God,
CPS
yeah.
1 elephants, but yes, the squeal.
I love CPS 1 elephant.
I actually kind of like. They're both settling into this matchup pretty well now.
Yeah. He's still, I mean, these chuns are still playing it weird. Like, this is far too aggressive
Yes.
for a
With
chun
how
lane.
dangerous Boxer is,
Yeah.
to be doing that. You
Yeah.
want to be
Right.
making him
She gets to throw that time.
doing these effortful extreme headbutts and punishing for those. You don't want to be
Yeah.
in his face because it can turn around so quickly against you.
Yep. All right, so I have posted on as many social medias as I can.
I just did Twitter and the Faces book.
Yeah, I did the face space. Friendster?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I posted it in my live journal. I'm documenting it as we go. Oh, look at that corner carry,
Rar-
nice.
rar- All right.
See, he's believing in the follow, but he's not going for the second throw. I'm not sure, or unless
There
he's
you go.
not walking forward, he's hitting that button a little too hard, because he should just be going for a second headbutt.
All right, yeah. So, I mean, oh,
Air hike.
I don't. That's called the mistake kick.
Yeah,
It's a
more
it is-
athlete name.
No, I mean it's basically a nerf to Chun. She can't do down forward like that.
Yeah.
And she gets that and it screws up.
Walked right into that one.
Oh, that.
Oh, reversal SP, and that was an appropriate punish.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, what is spinning bird kick is not good. No, it's not good. I'm letting him know. I'm interfering in the match. I'm telling you, spinning bird kick is not good.
Yep. I mean, rightfully so.
Yeah.
We were going to tell him either before or after, so.
Yeah. All right, so we're going into Atomic Diamondback does have an advantage here. He's up 2-1. I'm liking his aggression. I like the sixes. Yeah, there we go. Could have waited on that one a little bit and got
Yeah.
the full punish.
Yeah, he caught him while he was still a bit airborne.
Yep.
But that was one of the things I noticed about when you were playing, the comments that you made before, you showed exactly what you should be doing. Is going in, being that steamroller.
Yeah.
And I love the use of the whiffed upper into headbutts. Like that's just good boxer tactics. And
Yeah.
because people get frozen by trying to block it, and then you pump it short, and then you throw them.
Yeah, well, it's whip upper into throw or whip upper into headbutt is
Yes.
the mix. And sometimes you can do whip upper and then do jab and then grab and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But that's like level 4, and I don't go there.
Yeah.
I'm not that good.
Oh, jumped out of it.
Throw. There we
Yeah,
go.
nice. Good presence of mind to just walk it forward, not try anything extreme.
Yeah, well, I mean, throw is your most damage option. And if he had another button, he might have traded with the opposite side. Oh, that's nice. All right, getting aggressive, getting in there.
Good sweep. All right.
He really wants to do these net breakers, but they don't work right on Boxer.
No.
You can always block them normal. And
Because he's got that big, wide upper body.
Yeah,
It doesn't
yeah.
allow you to cross him up.
All right, so that's a victor for Atomic. Hold on, I'm gonna ask him how he's doing taps.
Yes, I am actually curious.
All right. How are you doing taps? I have to know. How are you doing taps? Tap punches, turn punches. Oh, okay, you have a triple kick button on there. Okay. Oh, okay.
But
so
what
tap-
finger are you using for the rest?
Oh.
This man has the most dexterous thumb I've ever heard of. So he's kind of doing a modified version of what stick players used to do. All right, so
Alright, you're just throwing out sixes all over the place, and I'm like on a pad?
All right.
All right.
So he's using the base of his thumb
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
to
So
hold down the two light kick and medium kick.
yeah, yeah. Basically, like your knuckle right here.
Yeah.
And then he's using his thing here, and then he's basically pressing the jabs.
This man has the
What-
most dexterous
yeah.
thumb. Like, I imagine that thumb being like, you know how people split their tongues and do all that weird stuff with it? Like, I would picture his
Modified
thumb
it.
to be split down the middle to be able to do all that.
I can't
manipulation.
actually play fighting games on a pad anymore. Like I actually you put the pad on the middle of my thumb like that, and then it just gets raw after maybe 10 matches.
I could see the calluses on his thumb from
Yeah.
here, so I kind of believe it. Because, like, so the way that people, OG-wise, used to always do taps was they would use, like, this part of their finger.
Hold it up.
And, yeah, so,
right
so they
there.
would use this part of their finger here and then still be able to use, like, the tops of the digits there, which that kind of makes sense to me. But I got short, stubby fingers, and, like, that is just not in my gameplay. Or some people would use, like, the palm part and then, like, claw their hand over. But, like, that is just, like, that gives me hand cramps like no other.
Yeah.
So,
So it's not that important. Like, so he's doing taps every single round. Like, so like in most matches, like you don't need to charge taps that long. I think
No.
there's only like Chun, like I think maybe like 3 or 4 is probably good. Sometimes you don't use them at all, and sometimes you want to use them. And like against Dalsum, you probably always want to short tap. Sometimes getting all the way up to 6.
oh, yeah, 'cause then he's just
Because you're just chilling, because you can't go in, because he'll punish any sort of headbutt. But against Shotos, 1s and 2s are all you need. Basically, against a lot of characters, the tap is basically the change in rhythm from the rush punch.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
I totally get what you're
A lot of characters are basically throwing out buttons to stop tap. So, all right, we're gonna see if Mashlegs knows this match.
I'm going to side with he doesn't,
Yeah.
because I haven't seen him throw a single sweep against Lariat
Oh.
yet.
Oh,
No,
wow.
that was deer in headlights right there. He's,
Oh,
and no
missed it.
up kick follow. So yeah, he's definitely going a little bit too hard on the up kicks.
Yep.
The big thing is like it's one of those ones you throw out that fireball away from the lariat, walk up, sweep him, like right there.
Yeah.
So he's using low forward in scenarios where he should be using sweep.
Yeah. So the
Nice.
combos. Nice. All right.
So maybe me is I've definitely seen some interesting stuff. He's not like getting the most grandiose combos, but he's getting like these nice little strings that are kind of sealing the deal. I would love to see some of those SPDs land.
You need like 4 buttons in this match. You need like kind of low forward to keep Yeef at bay,
Yeah.
and to sort of like keep him at bay and make him jump. You need stand forward to anti-air,
Yep.
and then fireball. And whenever you get saucy against Geef, you can always do jump short into the legs for chip,
Oh yeah.
and then just jump away.
Yeah.
This is
Don't
over.
want. Yeah. That was
And
dunked.
Geef you got Huggy.
So what do you think the optimal range for playing this match is? Oh, okay. That's good.
Yeah. What do you mean?
Oh no,
For,
we don't try to throw them
for-
grapplers because that's what you happens to you.
for Chun, you're right about here, right
Yeah.
there. Where so like if he jumps, you can just do the stand forward, and that just pretty much shuts him down. So you want to back up a little bit, and then also you don't want to give him. You want to be a little bit farther to do when you throw the fireball. You need to recover it, in fact. So you don't want to be too close.
Yeah. You want it's that sweet spot of tempting range for him to jump at a bad spot where you can still maintain control of everything.
Yeah. So.
There. Oh, I thought that was gonna be one right there.
That's what.
Oh wow, get that
That's-
stuff. No.
Oh, that was a quick recovery. Geef
that
does
was.
recover like one of the quickest from stuns, by the way. Ooh. What is
I
happening?
don't know. He's gonna end up paying for it.
Yeah, there it
Oh.
is. Oh. The final atomic buster. He was man.
Does that count as a nuclear attack on the U.S.? Because we were on Gaia's stage there. Like, is the Russian war finally gone hot?
Yeah, I think so. He was so basically right there. He was that literally poking the bear,
Yeah.
and that is what happens when you poke the bear. So we're going into game 3.
And the bear is still agitated.
Yeah. So yeah,
Good splash.
it's nice.
I love to call that low forward the Geef unblockable because everybody gets hit by it a few times. It's
Yeah.
like you know it's coming, but you always get clipped.
Yeah. Well, the sweep is good too.
Yeah.
So and I always like hyper fighting Geef a lot because like his sweep is basically a tick in that game.
Yes.
You could sweep and then just SPD afterwards. All right, so yeah,
This is a very interesting approach to this. I think he wants to win.
Interesting is flavorful text about this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, he's just waiting for him to walk. He just wants to win with that super.
Yeah.
I think that's
Yeah,
just bait.
He's playing with his food.
Where's that Mad Max meme? Point up at the air. That's bait. I'm trying to think what he's trying to get him to do though to make him run into that. Like, and now it might cost him.
Yeah, I mean he might try to do the old green hand.
Oh, he let go.
I love the old with green hand 720
Oh, yeah.
because it's like the green hand in this game is just forward to down, so you can just kind of go around.
Yeah,
it twice.
it's quarter circle down from forward. Yeah.
All right, there we go. All right, Mash Legs is kind of getting some life here.
Yeah. Although there were some questionable choices from maybe me that last round where he could have probably sealed it.
Yeah, I think maybe he's tightening up now. I don't know, but and now he's realizing this is a tough match. Here's the chick.
Yeah.
Oh, that was game, but Mash Legs gives it away. Everybody get the word out. Spinning bird kick is bad. Okay, maybe that's what it is. They're all missing supers. Yeah, I know. Okay.
Ah.
All right.
So you can indeed store Chun-Li's super with down forward. So you don't have to go to forward because like that maybe what you're getting is the accidental upward input there. So you can go to down forward and still go back to forward and walk forward as well. So Honda can do the same thing. Or even if you do like a jump in, if you're holding up forward, forward, as long as you're holding forward direction, you can maintain the store.
Yeah. All right, so we got that. So we're waiting up for another match as we listen to this fantastic audio. Did you ever see the thing of the song that inspired this?
No.
There's like a 70s like prog rock kind of jazzy song that if the composer didn't like swipe it, it was definitely heavily influenced. So right now we're gonna go to a quick ad. So we'll be right back.
Alrighty. Travels really slow, so he can't actually like outlast it.
The what? One word. The G is not. The A is not capital.
So it's all as one word. It should be X, capital X, lowercase a, lowercase g. So Zagrand K. So we'll get that switched up.
Yeah,
There
okay.
you go. That should be correct.
Alrighty.
And P1XRK, which I feel like when he goes by, I feel like he's a man of many different names. I think this is some kind of inside joke somewhere because I swear I've seen him listed as other things.
Oh yeah, it was Trunks earlier or something.
No, Travis is Travis from Minnesota.
Oh, okay. All right, so
Blanca T-Hawk, one of the notorious. This is where Give T-Hawk a Gun comes from.
oh yeah, because he can't do anything in
No,
this
he
match.
can't.
Yeah.
The-
It's pretty much like, I think it's just the. Let's see. I mean, Kenny should know it, but it's just stand strong. Like,
well, we
beats
do
everything.
Yeah, and we do have a T-Hawk player in Jiggly Norris. Not only does he play Faye, he plays a pretty dedicated T-Long.
The T-Long.
I'm going on 24 hours awake, and it's definitely starting to show.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's any kind of block hawk dive is free roll. Like stand strong is a great button in this. Like
He also can't punish Blanc Ball.
yes, it's just you
So.
can just fire him at him and go well. Hence why T-Hawk needs that range of the gun.
Yeah.
I can't believe there's some people who still haven't seen the gif of T-Hawk gets a proton cannon from Marvel 2.
That might work.
That would be exactly what he needs. Yep, and that's that punish. Hawk dives are a very dangerous thing.
Yeah.
Because it's better to do the short ones than it is, and whiff them most times than it is to actually make contact.
All right. So that was a very quick game one. Let's see what he could do. Although it seems maybe P1XRK was like, I think he's just happy he doesn't have to play another claw player.
Yeah, as are
Yeah,
most
he-
of us when it happens.
Yeah, he was just really mad after that last one because all that guy did was wall dive, which is
Yeah.
frustrating.
Yeah, I mean, and it's a very hard thing to get out of. It
Yeah.
just you have a DP, but what I'd said during that match was I would like to see him actually go for more of those the mash throws. Like,
Alright.
at least to nail him down and get some damage in and
Yeah.
instill some fear. And
Yeah.
those will get punished every single time.
Yeah.
And you get the fierce fall off of that.
Is
which
that? Can he punch that on hit?
in this game, I think it's possible.
Oh wait, or does it knock down? No, it knocks down. Does it? I have no idea.
I don't know. We'll see if one lands.
Yeah, I forgot how T-Hawk works. It's okay. All right. I do love the blue Blanca though.
It reminds me like a troll doll that I had as a kid because I think it was an actual like Street Fighter themed troll doll.
Yeah. Got your blue Blancas?
Get the oh man, I don't know that tune anymore. The Blue Blockers tune. Man, that was a great infomercial. Man, I love these Blue Blockers.
That's right. The blue Blancas.
Oh jeez, Rainbow Ball into bite, no fear.
Yeah, he's going for it. He's
He
not
wa-
even really doing the head bite on T-Hawk. It's more like the neck
Yeah,
bite.
it's kind of vampiric at this point.
Yeah.
Just such a big like he doesn't even look like he straddles them right compared to other characters.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, now he's getting. I'm wondering if he's gonna try to do hop shenanigans because he's got no fear. Hop
Yeah,
in and out, roll.
hop in. Ooh, okay.
Man, I really like. I guess because I didn't play enough CVS2, I don't despise Blanca's Crouch Fierce. Because
Oh.
in this game, I'm really happy when it lands, but in CVS2, I hate when it lands.
Well, it's not very good in this one. All right, that's
Yeah.
a quick 3-0. Kenny moves on. Repping the low tier. So, as you can see, so we're coming from you from, great lacrosse, Wisconsin. A college town if there ever was one.
Oh, in many ways.
I got to go out and sort of, partake in a little of the
Local flavor.
the local flavor last night, and it was ridiculous. Like people,
Would you describe it as Jaeger bombs and vomit?
actually, yes, there was a bathroom that completely reeked of vomit that I went into. They're like, let's just say it's the kind of place where there's $2 cans of Ham's Light cash-only bar.
Yeah.
That's the kind of place this is.
The college town of my alma mater, up until when I was still going there, had 50-cent hams in a can on Tuesdays.
Oh wow. Well, I mean,
It was called the Brass
This
Rail.
This is $2 hams on like a Friday night, like prime bar time.
Oh, yeah.
Is $2 hams.
That's the
like,
special.
So I mean, it's just it's not classy. I mean, people are out like cavorting in the streets, which is always just like that's always the vibe you
Oh,
want.
if
like,
you want
when
it to be lively, yeah.
Yeah. You want people partying in the streets, and like you want like a local like law enforcement to be kind of hands off and just let people have fun, and keep people from getting too stupid. But,
Yeah.
and it seems like that's a real kind of gem here, and the downtown's really cute. There's a
Yeah,
lot of-
I've been admiring when I've stepped outside a few
Uh-huh.
times. It's like, yeah, it's a very nice, charming
Yeah.
downtown.
So, and you know, this is my first time in lacrosse. I live in Milwaukee. I don't really get I
This
don't
far west.
Yeah, this far west. I do not need to truck a jink on cam. This is far too early for the sauce.
All right, I believe we're going right into it. So we have
Yeah.
BAB, Yi Kwang Soo versus Maybe Me.
Yep. So, we'll see how this goes. Maybe me goes sent to losers by a Ryu player. So we'll see if he's either learned from that or maybe just has better luck this time.
Yeah.
Cross up splash.
He's really fond of combos when SPDs would be sealing the deal.
Yeah, pretty much.
And maybe that was a missed SPD, but like it's just that those strings are so long. Like I would just splash,
Yeah.
kick, throw.
Yeah. I mean,
Like-
because you can do the combo, basically splash, stand strong, light kick, and even if it hits, you can still do the SPD.
Yeah, because hit stun
afterwards.
and block stun are the same length. So
Yeah.
like that's why you never have to even worry about those kinds of setups. Like
Yeah.
you're fine.
So, all right, but he takes the first round. Ooh, the big fuse dragon.
Yeah.
Ooh,
there you go. That's
that-
nice.
Remember what I was talking about that last time?
Yeah.
That's one of the sort of the things that Geef's got in this match.
And I've got to say, Maybe Me has done a lot of really well-placed green hands. I
Yeah.
will say that to his credit.
Yeah. I think the trick in this thing is match is actually maybe not to lariat as much and because
Do more jump-ins.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go.
I'm very fond of like Geefs that do just like jump roundhouse deep enough to where they can tick into SPD or do the jump fierce into like SPD setups. Like just getting over and like even instilling that fear in the Ryu to like make them hesitate throwing fireballs, and then you're not sitting there lariating so much.
Yeah, because I mean, lariat, you're stuck there for a while.
Yeah.
is what you're saying.
And
So,
then if you misjudge, then you're
Yeah.
eating a sweet.
that was good.
Yeah.
Again, he could get so many more SPDs, but like he uses like pretty much the safe option every single time.
Yeah. I mean, and that's one of the ways that you don't get those victories.
So I don't know if you know this, but Geef actually has sort of safe meaties because his stand short and his crouch jab actually have no recovery frames.
Oh, so they're just nothing, just instantly off.
Yeah.
Active
They go from startup to hitting
to done.
to done. And so you can time those so that they can hit somebody on their wake-up frames, but then if they throw out a reversal,
Nothing. There's nothing to
you
touch.
block. Yeah. So Geef's one of the
That explains so many situations I've eaten stand shorts from.
yep.
Okay.
It's a really good move. Caught him. Oh,
I
does
mean-
the combo.
All right.
I like the sauciness.
Yeah. Just giving that little.
My
Oh, I would like to see a bigger punish. See, there.
oh,
Running bear
gosh.
grab. All right, the dunk. You know what? Like, as bad as that move is in so many ways, like,
Yeah.
I'm really excited to see because, like, on the short version, when you're point blank, like, I get deer in headlights on that all the
oh,
time.
of course.
But then sometimes, like, when I see it coming, I just react with
Yeah.
like instant headbutt, and it's so
Okay.
satisfying. It's like, oh, you thought you had something there.
Here we go.
We've settled back into it, and now that's the thing. When you get in that lariat groove,
Oh.
ooh, good steer.
Yeah.
Like he
The-
caught it with just the tippy tip of that fist.
Yeah. Fireball supers also do not work against lariat.
Yep.
So with Ikwangsu, he's picking a lot of bad spots. Like he needs to more effectively anti-air and be able, and also really to bait out and punish the lariat like just
Yeah.
like that. So, but we'll see. I mean, you let that jump in. There's a stun. Oh
Wow, he got out of that quick.
Yeah.
That was also a very odd stun in my opinion. I don't know. I did not see that one coming.
Yeah.
I mean, random stun damage all aside, it just did not. Oh, all right.
That wasn't even a reversal.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just trying to challenge the lariat, like, and just get hit. There you go. That stand forward's real good, especially against Ryu. Because he can just trade now for the win. Oh, the knee.
The knee drop.
from the top rope.
I love the look of that move because that's just like a very agile-looking move for a
Yeah.
man that muscle-bound.
Yeah. 400 pounds of Russian muscle. All right.
See, this is a good space. Where, see, that lariat
Oh.
might have been able to eat some more.
There you go. He's gotten that. That's the second time he's gotten that.
Good DP.
Yeah, it was a bad range jump.
Yeah.
So he can jump from a little bit behind there, and see what you want to do is you want to jump right into SPD range, and basically empty jump SPD. I haven't seen him use that tool yet. He went for it there. I think he went for the big grab.
The whole enchilada.
Yeah. Oh. All right, so it's sussing him out. I think Yekweing Su has calmed down a little bit. He's getting good spacing here. Yeah, that doesn't work. I don't know why he's doing that.
Eats again. Now,
Yeah,
please give me.
yeah,
Oh,
he just gave it all away. All right.
and this is one of those scenarios where just doing the stand short tick into SPD could have
Yeah.
like really put him on the ropes there.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got rounds to give, but like, I just
Yeah.
there doesn't seem to be a solidity in it. Like there are times when SPDs come out, but then there's times where like he really should be going for all those, especially when he's got him back in the corner like that. He's not like I think the Oki game is something you could definitely stand to focus on.
Yeah. And there literally is no if you time it right with the far stand short.
Yeah.
There's no downside.
Yeah. It literally is.
Yeah.
Like you're saying, the move has no vulnerabilities and like nothing will hit it.
Yeah, so and especially you know, against Ryu, because his DP is a little bit easier to safe jump. Get that big. So again, he keeps on trying to do. Maybe he's just missing the input for the sweep, and
Maybe.
I've never seen like somebody hit so many clean layered hits.
Yeah, like at that tip, like that.
Yeah. Third time's a charm there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice
got-
green hand.
Oh, that one.
Got a little
was
greedy on that one.
a
That was
green-
a preemptive.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what you basically have to do it that way.
Yeah, because I mean, it's so slow coming out that you can't really react to it unless the fireball's too far away. So you kind of have to gauge your opponent's like need or desire to throw out a fireball.
Yeah.
And like you're pretty much catching it like right as it becomes out of his hands.
Yeah. Green hand's also
That was a
negative
good
on
anti-air.
hit for some reason.
What?
A green hand is negative on hit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you get thrown for free. Yeah, see, I mean, that's the thing about, I would say that as much as success as he's had with the lariat, like,
It's not winning him. It's not
Yeah.
what's winning him rounds. Yeah.
yeah.
And it's extending things further. Now he was up 2. Now it's 2-2.
Yeah, I would say less lariat. Oh, he switches to Chun. Old Chun.
Yeah. He did mention this earlier.
Wow, okay. So, I have not actually seen much old Chun played, beside the fact that I know that she does not have up kicks.
Nope, she does not.
And she does not have, obviously does not have super.
Yeah, which is one of the main reasons why Chun
Yeah.
is an awesome character in many
Yeah.
scenarios.
Some of her, I think some of her normals are better. I think she does not have the mistake kick.
Yeah, there's a few things. I know
Yeah.
Missing Person from SRK was very adamant about the play of old Chun for a while.
Yeah.
I personally may not agree, but like it's
Yeah.
kind of that standard like oddities to normals and stuff. But like
Yeah.
I never saw a huge. There's a couple of kicks that maybe
Yeah.
the neck breaker's a little bit better.
Yeah, and then obviously there you go, that's it.
Yeah.
What completes a reverse 3-0. So it was 2-0, and then he came all the way back to take the set.
I think Geef just got dizzy for all the lariats, and Chun-Li had to come in to try to save the day.
Yeah. So that was happening. I mean, it really, I think he needed to try to find that sweet spot. And when I talk about that, is that that jump, just where you can just jump in and then just grab right away. So,
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
because even as a like I've definitely like there's this guy on back in the Xbox 360 HDR days, but when
Yeah.
we were playing classic rules, went by Caucasian. I have never heard of this guy going to any tournaments ever, but he had a geef that like really forced me to learn how to play against that matchup with like, at the time I was probably maining Dictator,
All right.
and just like having these like jump roundhouse ticks straight into SBDs.
All right. Well, I'm going on stream to play Big Bad Wolf.
All right, well, have at it. So that's two. Maybe we got a Wade, or so we got a mash legs. I'm glad that shirt got to get on camera.
Yeah, it's a cool shirt.
Yeah, it's very cool.
I'm kind of filling in. I don't really know ST super well, but you know, we're at the point where we're getting people in the top 8,
Yeah.
and we have like a bunch of losers matches left because we went 3 out of 5 and we were running everything on one setup. So we have a ton of loser stuff going on off stream.
Okay.
So we're gonna have some people eliminated that you won't know are getting eliminated, and then we'll break for top 8 later.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, because there's some debate whether we go to top 8 or top 4 right now. But like, if we're filling the time well, like,
We're gonna go to top 8.
and we got plenty of quality matches going on.
Yeah.
So this one, I'm going to say, is very handily in Robin's favor. Unless Ruben really starts to believe in the fireball, nope, he's going in, and this is how he dies.
Yeah, Balrog.
So that is a threatening character that if you have a fireball, I would not want to be close to him.
Yeah, he seems pretty insane in this game. I've seen some boxer play that has really floored me with how much he can do here.
Oh, he's an absolute steamroller.
Oh,
So
yeah.
Ruben's using the right buttons, but not at the right times. So this is something Roy Bizzle, aka RGB, famous on many fight games, but like basically the king of the Midwest in many respects as far
Sure,
as
sure.
ST goes. DJ in this matchup, his crouch strong and crouch fierce are really good at stuffing rush punches. Ruben is throwing them out, so Big Bad Wolf is throwing them out at kind of just bad footsies kind of thing. You know how like I talked to you guys about like throwing out buttons for the sake of throwing
Yeah,
buttons
yeah,
without
yeah.
knowing their intent?
Yeah, because
Like,
you get counter poked, or in this case,
Yeah.
rush punch closest distance, and then.
and I will concede, rush punch is pretty hard, and he's doing all these low kicks that he doesn't really be doing. He needs to be doing crouch fierce from about this range. So if Robin tries to rush in with that, that would crush it because that move starts up very active on the low side.
So should he be throwing fireballs here? I mean, what's...
Yes, definitely throw fireballs, but like also like you gotta see, like throw them at wise points.
Yeah, because that would be my first guess would be that you would want to try to keep him away from you, obviously, if you can, just because you have the range on your side as DJ. But he also can really get in during your recovery.
Yeah, if you throw like I'm a fan of mixing up my fireball speeds in this matchup. Some people definitely would disagree. I like just walking back a little bit, crouch blocking, see what they do. Throwing like jab fireballs, and like if they try like jump them in any way or go for like if they're not headbutting through them, like you can stand roundhouse them in these scenarios. Ruben is see he's still mistiming those a little bit. He's just like you see how he's hitting like 2 in a row. He's not really finding the sweet spot. And now he went in for the cross up and he's gonna eat that headbutt.
And actually, I know Ruben's primarily a third strike player, but he does play some ST.
Yeah.
But a lot of his ST play is in the Minneapolis area, and I don't know that, I could be wrong, but I don't know that they have a strong boxer player in Minneapolis.
Yeah,
So
he hasn't
may not
mentioned
have a bunch of boxer experience here, so.
Yeah, we don't really have a ton of active ones in Chicago. There's people like Dabble. See, like, that should have been a slower fireball to actually keep him pinned down.
Sure,
and so in that scenario, that's one of the ones where if he headbutts through, you do the slide. It's like he's got a lot of the right ideas, but his pacing is off. He's just not playing to the speed of the match. And then he keeps trying to go in, where it's like, Boxer's got the buttons to stop you.
Yeah, he's going to go in.
Yeah.
Boxer's going in.
That, and like he doesn't, like if you're going to walk up to him, he's going to take those, use those buttons every single time. So I'd like to see Ruben stay back more, play a little bit more of the fireball game, get a little bit more selective on when he uses buttons, like he's picking the right ones.
I was going to say, at some point, I think
See, like
Ruben
that was a
may
much
have-
better
yeah,
fire.
that
There
was
we go.
better.
See, now he's getting it. Like, he's found a rhythm there. So, like, the jab, you don't have to have a rhythm.
Yeah.
See, but stand roundhouse when he tries to jump over, so that could have been another stand roundhouse potentially. It might have traded in that scenario.
I was wondering if he was going to switch characters, because I think Ruben may have some other characters that he plays.
I've played him at a Paradise Arcade tournament, and, ooh, good bait on the super. And nope, supers are basically safe in this game.
Yeah, it
Oh,
seems
yeah,
that way.
he's got the up kick
that was good.
down. But see, if he didn't blow a super there, he could have done up kicks to super and maybe
Sure,
closed
sure.
it out. Most supers in this game are completely safe. So like you're not going to retaliate a super with another super.
Yeah,
especially
yeah,
boxers
makes
of
sense.
all. Like he is definitely safe because like his range, unless he does like maybe some really specific like ends with the uprush in the
Sure,
corner
sure.
where it puts him point blank, but it's very very unlikely. See now Ruben's finally a good space, a good pace. Like that's right at the edge because that's where boxer's gonna try to do things, but the jab spam is only gonna work for so long. Like he needs to like pepper in other buttons there.
Sure.
But like he's kind of finding a rhythm to it, which is good.
Yeah, it does
This
seem like
he-
he's kind of learning the matchup as he goes. Like,
Uh-oh.
ooh,
and
stun's gonna be bad.
missed the jump in there. He
That's
went for
pretty
a safe jump, but he went in a little bit early. But
Nice,
3-0
nice.
for Robin. Not unexpected, and like Ruben's no slouch. I've played a few of his characters at that. I mean, I do believe in DJ being a very strong character, and I think he can do okay against Boxer, but
Yeah,
Boxer
yeah.
really doesn't have any disadvantaged matchups, and it definitely could be an experience thing.
So I'm not 100% sure that may have qualified Robin for top 8.
I
think it may have,
think so,
but-
because how big was our bracket? 16?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, so three
I'll
should
let him
put.
jump back in, but we can figure that out. He may have qualified for top 8 just now. He may have to play again.
Yeah.
We don't really know, but yeah. Well,
So-
I'll wait you back on the twos.
Post-match analysis.
I actually have a fair amount of DJ like practice and stuff like that, and it's actually kind of a wonky match because DJ's normals are real good. And,
Oh yeah, and I talked to Roy Bizzle about this at Combo Breaker, and he pointed out a few of them, and like Ruben wasn't using them selectively enough.
yeah.
And then like when he caught onto the jab thing, it was working for a minute, but then he actually settled into a fireball game that got much better. But like he was using like crouch strong, crouch fierce, but he was just like throwing them out there without actually playing
Yeah.
the footsies game for it.
So I mean, he got some anti-airs, like anti-airs, but like the normal anti-airs weren't working.
Yeah.
And also like the throw loop like worked really well.
Yeah, and
Uh,
that's one of the ones like don't want to be that close.
Yeah.
And then like he also tried to throw out a super in retaliation to a boxer super. Like you can't punish that.
Well,
like that.
and then the other thing, I missed the punishes when he did the super, but the
No, he supered in retaliation to your super the one time.
Oh yeah.
And then he ended up getting the up kicks afterward, and he would have had that super on deck. that could have solved the match right there.
That my wife has basically made a Twitch account. She's Wrath of Kern, and
See,
she cheered me on there. Thanks Kern.
Aw, that's very sweet, because
Yeah.
you had complete and utter certainty that she would not be watching right now.
Oh, I mean,
You-
I don't know.
jinxed
I mean,
it.
yeah.
All right, so we got Travinx versus Foot Meets Skull.
Yeah.
So Ryu as expected, and Travinx has been playing Claw the entire time.
Yeah.
We'll see how well this is where that jump strong actually is quite
No,
handy.
yeah, against like a basically off the wall all day Balrog, yes, you can do that to preemptively do it.
Yeah, he's got reads on every time he's trying to do those, and he's not watching his dome.
Yeah, the
I'm surprised he didn't go walk up and try to. Oh, fist
Yeah.
in Butte.
The Balrog can kind of do a change up and basically kind of throw out the claws early and be able to beat like aggressive tactics like that. but
Yeah.
he's not doing that.
No.
Alright.
He's very airborne
Oh,
and
that's-
suffering for it,
Yeah,
and I didn't think he'd have a punish for that.
yeah. I actually like the you know, if you miss, I like the slide a little bit better as a punish for Miss Dragons because then you can do the you can get a free cross up wall dive. but-
Yeah, and that's what I would always do, is like down back and then just completely go off their near wall.
Yeah. So
All right, we
moves to Sim.
which
is
we
a-
haven't seen him play today. We haven't seen any Sims today so
No,
far.
we have not. Sim is definitely Ryu's worst matchup.
Yeah.
Sim goes under fireballs, goes over fireballs, really with ease.
Yeah.
So,
Drill kick is the real dive kick or the original
Yeah.
dive kick in Street Fighter.
but I'm not sure if Travis knows he's doing the mummy, which is like, that's not what you're supposed to do.
No, high stun, high damage, but not optimal for your spacing. It puts you in a
Yeah.
very unsafe positions, and it's slower. And
Yeah.
it's all about the drills.
All right, so there we go. He does the drill and has a little
Oh,
bit more.
and wow, it gets a stun.
Yeah.
What's he gonna go for?
Just a
Ooh,
throw.
wrong throw choice though too.
Yeah, I
he
would've done
he
the
ended up
noogie.
back throw.
Yeah, need to do the noogie.
Yeah, that's a lot more damage. It puts you in a great spot to keep that
All
going.
right. Oh, does he?
I don't think he knows all the sim anti-airs
Yeah.
for all the specific
F2.
situations. And that's one of the things
Oh!
about Sim being like one of the strongest characters, but you have to have all your selected normals.
Wait. Did you just see what happened?
I totally missed it. Did he do double strong?
No, he choked on his food. Like he was stunned. All he needed to do was throw, and he would have win. And he just did jab, and then he ended up losing the round. But this one he's pissed, and he just moved, and
Yeah.
like, that took that one back. So, yeah. Oh, there you go. There's 6 buttons. What's up? The old, very, very old runner of ECC, also a Dawson player. Don't judge us by this doll. I'm not really understanding the constant yoga mummies there, but we'll see. Okay. And
Still sticking to the mummy
Yeah.
too. Oh, there's
Yeah.
a drill, but way high.
yeah, too high. All right, so there's. Okay.
All right.
So I'm a little bit confused here. All right. Yeah, he keeps on doing the arrows.
All right.
But we got a yoga. Doesn't-
No slide to try to get the loop.
Yeah, or anything. All right.
He's just keep going in with that too. He's not trying
Yeah.
to maintain that corner. Not trying to do any like. I have not seen a single yoga flame the entire time.
Or yoga fire. Like,
There's one.
yeah, there's one.
There's another. But now it's like
It's too late.
foregone
So,
conclusion.
people kind of forget this, but and that's 3-0. All right, people forget this, that Dalsum, the people forget Dalsum's fireballs are just as good as old Ken's.
Yeah.
Like, and I mean, technically they're better because his jab one is really, really slow, and
Yeah.
his fierce one is really, really fast. And people just think that because they played Dalsum from Street Fighter 4 or Street Fighter 5, that his fireballs are bad. I just need to hit buttons, you know?
Yeah.
No.
Not the case.
Dalsum can throw fireballs,
Yeah.
and basically until Ryu gets super.
Yeah,
You
and
can-
like, and that's how you establish a game. So then,
Uh-huh.
then Ryu starts trying to jump in, and that's when you get your great anti-air normals.
Sure.
You get your stand light kicks. your-
Yeah. And then also he kept on doing the fierce throw, the shoulder toss. Like, not only, I mean, that can be teched, so it doesn't do that much damage, and it doesn't lead you into any sort of loops or anything like
Yeah.
that. So the only thing.
And he did it the one time he threw him out of the corner as opposed to back into
Yeah.
the corner.
So
All right, so we have 2 more on-stream matches for you guys. We have Buckwheat versus 29th Guardian,
yeah.
and I'm not sure what the other one's going to be. Because I'm still in winner, so I feel like I'm going to be playing the next one. Because if they're doing losers off stream currently. 'Cause
Yeah.
We did manage to fill up the time properly, which is good.
It's good.
But yeah, Buckwheat versus I'm guessing it's got to be me versus somebody else that's still in winners.
Okay.
Because this should be to qualify. How many matches did you play? 2?
Yeah, too. And I think I had a bye because the person I played first definitely played somebody before me.
Okay, that may be why I wasn't sure if you played 2 or 3.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I've played 2 matches, and I mean I believe that means that I'm in top 8 on
I
winner's
believe
side.
there he is. Okay. Ben
Uh,
is aware that he is on deck, up to bat.
Which I mean we'll see how that goes because I'm also in the final table of Catan, and
Yeah.
that's at 7 p.m. and that's the national tournament qualifier, so that takes a little bit priority. So
You got to do what you got to do, man.
yeah. You know it's a tough situation. I don't know how to.
I mean, I know you're not one to want to give up, but like for a national qualifier,
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, I'd at least go into losers for it.
Yeah. So I mean, I'll try to figure out what can be done. You know, maybe I can basically play my match first and then just go run away or something. I
Yeah.
don't know. We'll see.
We'll see how long we can stall for.
Yeah.
You gonna go with a Ryu mirror, or actually it might be Ryu versus old Ryu.
Yeah.
Yep, Ryu versus old. So, old Ryu does have slightly faster fireballs on startup and recovery when he uses blue ones.
He also has angrier eyebrows.
Well, you know, I guess I would be less angry too if you gave me an awesome super on top of things.
Yeah.
So, and an overhead
Yeah.
that links into a sweep. Because sure. Why not?
So why are we? I mean, I kind of want to have the hack ROM that does the random stage select, because I always hate when we end up on T-Hawk forever. But
Yeah. I mean, the other way around it is to you have to play through and beat all the characters
Yeah.
going through, and like,
as soon as you let it go.
yeah.
All right.
Plus, if anybody hits the reset button, that all goes away too. I think
Yeah.
so.
All
and,
right.
and I know Ben is a very big fan of like the color hacks, but
Yeah, those are all right. Although it's confusing when people pick like old versions with with new colors.
yeah.
And vice versa. It confuses me. I don't like that. All right, here we go.
Surprisingly, not a lot of Fireball Wars right now.
Yeah.
As I say so.
Yeah, and then they start chucking the plasma.
But lots and lots of air tatsus.
Yeah.
I mean, I like Ben's patience and not getting super greedy. But yeah, these air tatsu approaches, I'm not a big fan of that in just about any game. Third Strike included. Like, it's okay for like Ken to do EX Tatsu air approach for there, but like everybody's using that as a get into. I'm like, this is a game of inches.
Yeah.
This is World War I. We are digging trenches and we are confirming our space.
Todd saying he's always on DJ stage and he misses the Mexico stage. The thing about stages in this game is that you know there are definite set orders, and you have to defeat the challenger of that stage to progress past that stage, and then so they have to lose. And then the other thing about it is that the first stage is the likelihood of the new challengers, so T-Hawk, DJ, Cammy, and Faye are much higher.
Yeah, because they want to highlight those characters.
Yeah, so you most likely face one of those four. Of those, Cammy's is probably the most neutral stage in the game.
Yeah.
It's
Also, most people's favorite music from what I...
yeah,
from
it's good. Faye's is a little slow, I think.
Yeah.
But, you know, whatever. All right, back to the match.
Tatsu City.
Everybody loves Hurricanes.
Everyone likes kicks and twirling.
Man, if he had just done a jump roundhouse there, the match would be over.
Yeah. So we got new Ryu's got a super on deck, so any fireball choice can be met with a super.
These are very jumpy Ryus.
Indeed.
Oh, that was a missed input.
Indeed. Walk
Yeah.
forward fireball that ends up in DP is one of the banes of my existence, and I
Yeah.
wish my
You gotta go to the half circle, man.
yeah, that's true. Or at least start from down back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you don't get that that short.
And you know what? I did that for a while, and then my old madness kicked in, and I forgot.
Yeah. So like, I mean, but that's not even because the half circle gives you the red fireball, which is actually a little bit worse in
Yes,
this game.
in terms of that battle, yeah.
Yeah, but you don't want to really do that. You want to do it for reals, but all right, misses the cancel there.
So one up in the battle of the twirling tatsus.
Yeah, just every Ryu player in this tournament just seems to have such a very great fascination with a
And
Hurricane
I
game.
think a lot of people have seen people doing like tatsu after a knockdown to build super meter.
Yeah,
And I think that's part of the
habit.
fascination. But I like as an approach, an like diagonal air tatsu, I just don't believe in. Like
All right.
fireball traps all day. Give me that.
All right, here we go. Again, if he had just jumped
Jump
in
around us,
regularly, he
Close
would.
fierce fireball would have sealed the deal.
Yeah. All right. So pretty even match. You got one
Yeah.
one apiece. Mirror match. Well, sort of old Ryu versus new Ryu.
So now I think hopefully they're. Are we rubbing off on them? We're getting more into the fireball.
Yeah, maybe.
Nope.
DP.
Yeah, it was.
So
I would have been content to throw a fireball there. There's one. Now, what's he gonna do?
Oh.
See, that's what
Yeah.
I'm talking about. Like,
Okay.
new Ryus are very tempted to do that for the meter build.
yeah, that's fine.
That was a jump in that definitely should have been anti-aired.
The super is he
And
just chucks
see-
it.
See, he went for the overhead there. I would have
Yeah.
walked up, crouched short, throw.
No, I mean,
It's plus
everybody,
5.
when you do the but when you do the super, everybody wants to do the overhead.
Yeah.
Oh, blah. All right,
course.
Here we go. Misses that meaty. The meaty fireballs, jab fireball is great. You want to basically make sure that they hit it in the back of them as
Oh,
they're
yeah,
getting up. And then you can basically pin them down there. All
Yeah.
right.
That's
We got the DP trap set up.
And then we went in and,
Oh,
got thrown right on that
bad.
landing frame.
Man, he had such great position, and he just threw it all away with that one jump.
Ooh, that was a very Ume Shoryu.
By the way, that is the lesson. Don't jump.
Yeah,
He had him set up, and the fireball DP trap.
keep it. That's
Yeah,
why it's a
just
trap.
Stay there. Oh,
Own it.
you're up next.
Oh, it's me versus money
Ah.
for top 8 in winners.
Yeah. So,
Well, I may not be making top 8 in winners, but I'm gonna do my darndest because man, those ground-based claws are the ones that kill me most too.
yeah. Well, we'll see how it goes.
I don't know. Should I give him the dictator?
Do not. No.
No.
No. You will lose really bad.
All right. I trust in your sage-like advice.
Yeah. Like, the only reason Dictator's even slightly okay in that match is because he can, like, touch adapt, and
Yeah.
you don't got those.
I do.
No, you don't.
I
Not
do.
when you're, like, on stream.
I don't know. I haven't been on stream in many things, so.
Yeah. I'm just saying. All right. We'll go ahead.
No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna try to get out and winner. So I'm gonna pick my stuff.
Pick your stuff. All right. So, I mean,
Buckwheat is looking a little more in control. He's still
Yeah.
jumping, but like, wanting those women, like, why? That was not a point to jump in. There's no
Yeah.
reason to jump there.
There
No
you
reason
go.
to jump there. And now you just gave up your position.
Oh, and then he gave up his.
He needed to take about a half step back and lock
Uh-huh.
down that fireball. That was his to be had. I mean, he was in the corner on the ropes. He could have built up another super, even if he was just countering.
Yeah. All right.
So that is 3-1 Buckwheat though.
3-1. Yeah, I think he got too Hurricane happy.
Man, I hope we never name him Hurricane Happy.
Hurricane happy.
All right, well, I'm gonna go settle for my match, and
All right.
some Ethan's gonna come in and join you.
All right, that's great. Hi, Ethan.
What's up?
Not much.
Are you ready for your simultaneous top 8s later? We're gonna see if we can maybe finagle that a little bit.
All right. I'm not in top 8 in Catan. It's
Sure,
like
yeah, it's final table. is
final
kinda different,
table,
but-
yeah.
Yeah.
Top 4.
Yeah, you're essentially top 4. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
No,
maybe you
alright.
can win both. That'd be so sick.
Yeah, it's possible. The money's really strong. The last time he played me, he annihilated me.
Yeah, we have some killers here for ST
Yeah.
for sure.
So,
This is our last match actually on stream for ST until top 8. We're gonna be running through losers off stream just because there's so many matches and we're doing 3 out of 5. We kind of started running behind.
okay.
So we're gonna figure out who's in winners, and then we'll come back a little later on for top 8.
Okay.
So after this, guys, we're gonna have a quick changeover. But if you stick around, we'll have Third Strike coming up next. But for right now, we'll see if our commentary brethren, our buddy Bathtub Leviathan, can make it in winners.
Yeah. Well,
He's
we'll
got a
s-
tough match ahead of him
This
for
is
sure.
this is a really tough match, but like, I love this match on paper. Like,
Yeah.
and the thing is this is actually, for Honda being a like sort of mid to low tier character, this is not a really bad match.
Does he have? I would think he would have trouble anti-airing some of the Balrog stuff.
No, he's fine. He's got headbutt. So like, headbutt and then the chop.
Sure, yeah. The chop's pretty good, actually.
Yeah. So
I use the chop. That's my primary method of anti-airing.
yeah. And then yes.
Ooh, that was good. He's
Yep.
darting. Ooh, that was close.
Now the thing is what Honda kind of wants to do is he wants to put his back to the corner so that Claw can't get behind him.
Well, and he's
So-
always got a charge on deck too. That
Yeah.
way.
Well, because if he gets behind him, he loses his headbutt charge, so he can't do the headbutt to knock him out.
Well, and he's still gonna have to guess on the jump in stuff from
Yeah.
Vega.
Oh!
That was a pretty good check. Oh man, almost.
He choked on the Ochio.
Both of those rounds were really close
Yeah.
though.
This is, I mean, so back in the day, in the olden times,
Sure, yeah.
we thought this match was a classic 5-5.
Oh, really?
Yeah. However, in sort of new school play, especially with the advent of like Mao and stuff, it has changed to advantage Vega.
As I imagine many of his matchups are.
Yeah. only a slight advantage though. Like if the Honda player knows what he's doing. If you've ever watched Kusamondo versus Mal, you would
Sure.
yeah, you would understand.
I noticed we have like no Osagats in this tournament.
No.
I thought we'd have some.
Actually, to be honest, he's actually not a super popular character. I was saying earlier that he's actually kind of a hard character to play. But all right, here we go. This is where he wants it. Oh, he got the reversal.
Man, that was pretty clean.
Yeah. I mean, that was the first time he had that situation set up. He probably needed to wait to see the bait out the reversal and then do an Ochio for him.
Sure. We're gonna need a reverse 3-0 here.
Yeah. So
Pretty
yeah,
tough.
it was considered 5-5 because Honda could just sit there and do nothing in the corner, and Vega can't really approach very well. Nowadays, with lots of tech, but also Honda can't attack Vega very well either. Like headbutts get jump back fierce on the reaction. That's pretty good.
He got him with the chop there. I didn't notice that.
There you go.
He is playing a lot more defensively now.
Yeah. So now he's in a good spot. All right. See what he does. Oh,
nice.
He gets him. So
That'll work.
Money that time did not reversal because he thought that Leviathan was probably going to try to bait out the flip kick, but it did not work. Oh, this is not
Well,
good.
we just got to do that a lot more times.
Yeah. This is where
This is
Honda
the trap.
loses.
Yeah, this is where you get stuck.
Yeah.
Brian really tried to get out of that, but it didn't work out.
Yep.
Ooh.
That's an L. He needs to get to the corner. So just hold it like up back.
I believe in
There you
Brian.
go.
I believe he can come back.
All right. No, this is where he's good. He's got a life lead. You're good. So you just sit there. Yep. There's the chop.
Ooh,
He could have set him
nice,
up for an
nice.
Ochio there. And now he's in danger zone. Oh, he went. He went aggressive. Oh, headbutt's good there.
Nice,
nice.
nice.
Hands. So he takes the game. He's one step closer to the reverse 3-0.
Yeah, man. He's out of the Kenny Loggins danger zone.
The highway to
Yeah, you got it.
danger zone.
No copyright infringement, guys. That's parody law. We're
Yeah,
exercising
yeah.
parody law here.
Yeah. So, okay. Well, now he's in the corner, so that's good.
I'm pretty sure if you
Headbutt.
use under 15 seconds of a song, it's legal. It's fair use.
Yeah. Also, it wasn't actually. It was my cover version.
Yeah, you were covering it. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah. Also
Ooh,
terrible.
we got Super on deck.
All right, he's in the lead. Like when you're in the lead.
Can you
sit
check
on
him
it.
with Super here?
Oh no, that was a bad move. Why did you do that? Oh my gosh.
Oh, no.
Gosh.
I was looking for a chop.
Or anything.
Yeah, really anything.
He did the butt flop. And
I think Brian was also looking for a chop.
Yeah. Okay, that's good.
It's a nice trade.
Not bad. Okay, gets him out. All right, that's a fierce.
Okay,
That's a
okay.
lot of damage.
Ooh, that's a
smash.
lot of damage.
Oh.
He got out.
Okay.
We got Brian back in the corner, but he's got the life lead.
All right.
He can still do it.
Oh,
no.
He got deer in the headlights
Not like
there.
this. Not like
that.
this.
Deer in the
Brian
headlights.
fighting through losers.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
going to losers.
man.
So what you need to realize there is when he was in the corner, his back was in the corner, he had the life lead, and he was just like, I'm going to not do anything. He was doing good.
Yeah.
And otherwise, he was doing bad.
Yeah, and
then-
especially when he moved out and then he got caught in the
Yeah,
the
yeah,
trap.
yeah. So you get ahead a little bit. So that concludes our coverage.
Pools are still going on for
Yeah.
ST. We're almost done though. We're moving through the final part of losers. So we're gonna go down for a few minutes. Stay with us. We're gonna
Sure.
be back with Third Strike pretty soon. Then we're gonna have Street Fighter 5 top 8, ST top 8, Third Strike top 8. So it's gonna be we got a lot of evening left in us.
Get,
So
get
we'll
ready,
see you guys,
y'all.
see you
This
guys
is-
in a few minutes.
this
If you
is
have to
Street Fighter
run,
3.
if you have to go down for a few minutes, we got like 10 minutes, and then we're gonna be back. So.
We'll be back. Well, now